Mental.
Streaming on Twitch. Da-da-da-da. Sending
Refresh.
data for 6 sides.
It's not on 6 sides yet.
Streaming on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, we're streaming on YouTube and Twitch together. Looks like they're both going. People, remember, people pay your Comstar bills. Yes, Beskar. Exactly. So, well, we couldn't see it before. We're back. Paul messed up.
Paul did not mess up.
Paul screwed everything
Tommy,
else.
during his moments of vanity, doing his true talk, messed up the stream key. And then sat in makeup.
Oh, people were chatting the whole time. Hello, guys.
Sat in makeup for an extended period of time.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. So the technical issues were actually. The technical issues actually weren't technical issues.
You know what the technical issue though? You didn't hit the button that says the battle shall begin shortly.
Jesus.
I still don't see it on YouTube though, right?
It takes a while for it to kick in sometimes. Everybody else is commenting, so I'm gonna believe B and Beskar and Sargent and everybody else that's part of the team here over you, Paul.
There we are. I see it now.
It just takes a second for you to figure out.
I see it now.
Your brain. Let's see here. Nope, I don't want to do that.
You just got to go to switcher. Click on switcher.
The what?
Switcher. You got to click at the switcher in OBS.
Switch your feed or
the switcher. There's on the there you.
Switch your feed. There you go.
Big boy.
I'm on YouTube, says Dare. Hello, Dare. A new person. Dare.
I approve.
And Dave Gilbert. How is your back, Paul?
My back is better, buddy.
Should see the other guy.
Dave saw me after I fell down the stairs. Well, my back was like complete and utter.
Dedicated Dave.
Destroyed.
Dedicated Dave. All right, time to crack my bubbly. Ready? ASMR.
There we go.
Ooh,
oh, ASMR.
That was a good one.
AMSMR.
Friday Night Aces! Here with Paul, the tough guy, and Tommy, the cool guy.
Rugged good looks and metrosexual.
Hot AF.
Yes, hot AF.
It's a Metro.
You're Metro.
I look like a Pokemon character from IKEA. There's nothing Metro about it.
Metro.
No, there's nothing wrong with Metro. As Seinfeld would say, not that there's anything wrong with it.
There was nothing wrong with Metro like 12 years ago.
At least I don't look like I belong from a failed Disturbed concert.
See, there you go. There you go. There you go. That's much better. Much
I just had
better.
to get the teeth bared.
That's better.
Let's see what people are saying. Wait,
okay.
You fell down the stairs, Paul? Why
yeah. So last Saturday, every Saturday I run games at Tommy's new gaming pub / cafe, and it had started raining. I'd slept in and I went outside, got everything loaded into the truck. I was on my way to the studio, and I realized I forgot my wallet. And I went back in the house, and my shoes were wet, and I got about 12 steps leading down, and I slipped on the top one, landed on the third, went through it. My hip actually went through it and broke the step, completely cut my back up, and then landed at the base of the stairs. Yeah, it was...
Sucks to be Paul.
Things you shouldn't be doing when you're 50. Right?
50?
50.
I thought that was like 10 years ago, your birthday.
50.
50. I'm not too far off of that anyway.
Yeah, you got to...
Myself.
Yeah,
I'm getting close.
Yeah.
Getting close to the 50.
Yeah, oh, geez is pretty much what I said, Jason.
What's that?
Jason said, oh, geez, yeah. It's like, yeah. At that point, I was just so flustered and frustrated. I didn't really feel the pain until I actually got to Guelph. I was like, wait a second, my back is pretty messed up. My shirt, I was bleeding so much, my shirt was stuck to my back. It was just,
you got road rash from your stairs.
Oh, my God.
They showed it. It was pretty bad.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I got my killer dice here. And my... What are we doing tonight? Is this
we're just doing a straight up fight, but it's a fight that's got some narrative to it, right? So, back to the Succession Wars, the third Succession War to be exact.
So on Dare says there's Battletech on Saturdays at the Albion? Yes. Paul has been Paul has been diligently trying to get a community of Battletech people there, and we have a good few people to come out. Dave, I believe, comes out there. Dave Gilbert.
Rob comes out.
We got OP Mech.
James and his dad.
James's dad. James
Or
and his
James
son.
and his son,
Will.
sorry.
Will
Will,
is
yep.
OP gamer. Sometimes
Yep.
he's in chat. We got Rob, Art.
Yep.
I fucking wake my ass up.
Yeah.
I'll
we
be
gotta-
there.
Getting him out of bed is the tough part.
Getting me out of bed is Getting me into bed's easy.
So next week will be 6 weeks. Next week will be the 6th week we've
Eh?
run it. Yeah.
No?
Yeah. You got to take the bed frame that I brought for you.
Nice. I'll be there tomorrow, says Dare.
Perfect.
Oh, cool. You're local. It's cool. I don't know people's names or who they are.
We'll
outside of
start.
that,
Be there for 1 o'clock tomorrow, and we go till about 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
anyways, just a quick.
I got to move this closer because
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. It's
can't-
freedom now. We
I
have no
wanna-
wires on the
I want to
floor.
grab all of the.
There's no wires on the
Oh,
floor.
yeah,
See?
good. No,
It's a
no,
beautiful
okay.
thing.
I just want to have all the cards we're not allowed to show on screen.
So we are going to do a bit of a narrative battle. It's 3011, Third Succession War on the planet of Thomas.
Hey,
So
you're on the
ironically,
planet of Thomas.
ironically,
the planet of Thomas.
if you read the lore, the planet Thomas does not appear on Star League.
I don't like this
maps.
camera angle. All the things that I do for fun behind screen, I can be seen
you're gonna be
on the
seen,
planet
yeah.
of Thomas.
So Thomas doesn't actually appear on Star League maps,
No,
but it's 30 light years.
that's
from
because
the,
if you look at the sun too
you-
long, you get like retina burn.
well, kind
And
of,
if you look at Thomas too long, you get like
kind of,
retina
because it's listed as being 30 light years from the Pervo system.
burn. Ew, really?
Yeah.
Which is
And
your system? That's the Pervo,
yeah,
Paul,
Tom,
Pervo.
yeah, Tom is orbiting Paul. It's perfect.
Hey,
right?
I don't orbit nobody. Everybody orbits me.
So I saw this and I'm like,
Seeing this spare tire? Everyone orbits me.
I saw this and I'm like, oh, this looks entertaining. So then I looked at the history of Thomas, and on Thomas, my favorite unit actually fought in action there, which would be Waco Rangers against the Federated.
Did you share
Commonwealth.
this? Everybody go and like it. Shill Zone. Thumbs
Oh,
up.
Yeah, I will share.
Put a
this.
comment in the actual
Copy.
comments. And
Copy,
then you like it. You
and
can actually like it.
We will put this.
He doesn't even like his
right-
own videos.
Who read?
No, you.
I do. All
And
the
then you can
time.
post it in all the various places because then people need to know we're talking about aces. And we're playing aces tonight. And it's not Lance Vander. It's a
They
bunch of
already
other
know.
mechs, less
They already know your existence.
less
There we-
mechs. There we go. These are kind of cool. These guys have got almost U.S. stars on them. Is that a particular faction? Is it the Waco
That's
Rangers?
Waco Rangers. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Waco Rangers. So the Waco Rangers obviously are in tan. We have them fighting up against the Avalon Hussars tonight, which is both sides are a bit of a combined arms force, more so with us. There's no Lance Vander out here tonight.
Right.
It's just straight up fighting. So on the
Where's Lance Vander? Where's my
Lance Vander has been put away. They're over here at the end of the table. You can see
Where's
them.
my mech? Oh, is he still at the Albion?
Oh, your yellow one?
Damn it! I gotta bring that back.
Yeah, your yellow one's over there. Your blue version's over here.
We've got Banquo at least.
Yeah, Banquo's here. So, if you flip over to the other angle,
Can I play this guy?
no, you can't play with that giant iron bird thing.
The Behemoth.
It's terrible.
It's awesome looking. Look at the guns it has on it. Look at these things.
This thing is. It's
I thought it was a Marauder. It looked like a
It's
Marauder.
a visual nightmare.
Is it a thing you can visual up to?
It's a visual nightmare.
No, I can hold it up here. Look at this thing, guys. Look at this mech. So this is like an old metal. Apparently,
Actually,
it's an old
switch
Behemoth.
It to your front facing.
No,
camera.
this is fine.
And people can
I don't
get
want
a
to lean
good
over.
close-up.
Anyway, look at that thing. How friggin' awesome this thing is. It's an old Behemoth. I'm holding it together because if I do let go, it just
We can
crumbles apart
use
like
it,
Paul's lambs.
we can use it to ward off intruders.
It's so heavy.
Yeah.
It's an old. It says Rel Partha. It's stamped. Rel Partha,
1981.
1984.
Yeah, very first.
1984 Rel Partha stamped, old-fashioned. How ironic is it that it is blue and gold?
Where did you find this thing?
Somebody came to the round table, my board game cafe. Someone came to the round table and donated a box of old metal Warhammer bits and said, there's a bunch of minis war game stuff in here from the day. It's been in my garage for like 30 years.
Yeah.
Here you go, right? I don't want it anymore. Walked away. No one knows who it is. No one knows why it's there. But it was like a box about this big, just heaped full of like orc arms and like crazy shit.
Yeah.
And there was a little tiny box down below, and I just saw this, and I thought it was a Marauder at first because it looks a bit like a Marauder.
It looks like a Raven.
It looks like a
stalker.
Raven without it, but I thought it was like a Marauder. And then I saw like this, and I was like, oh, that's almost like a Marauder, right?
Yep.
Like you could see that. And so, and I was attracted to it because it was blue and gold, and I was like, oh. And I picked it up and went, that's not Warhammer. And then I looked at the bottom, and it said Relpartha, and I knew that Relpartha did the old metal minis for it. And so I searched through the whole box, and I found a bunch of other parts too, by the way. I have to get them out and show you. But this was a complete mech. And I sent it to Randall, and he's just like, holy cow. He goes, I haven't seen that since the early days. And he immediately said what it was, to which I then completely forgot.
So that's what it has become.
I mean, that's not as cool as this.
No, that's way cooler.
This is not cool.
That's
the
is
coolest.
that's
Oh,
nostalgic.
it's got 2 little guns there. This has got 4 on it.
nostalgic. It's nostalgic, right?
I mean, this is where we came from, right? We talked a bit about that on my True Talk.
Yes,
This is somebody's golden era,
that's right.
right?
That is
Which
right.
is cool. Okay, so we have a question from Solaire. Don't know if y'all can share, but do you have a release window for Aces? Well, the good news is that well, there's good news, bad news, and okay news. The okay news is that even if I knew, I couldn't share it. The bad news is that we won't be able to announce the when until Mercenaries is well into fulfillment, which we're almost there. The first waves are going out.
If you're in Canada, the first Canadian truck is here. I do know this. It is here. Canadian deliveries are going to be starting probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
So a couple things going on here. I did talk to some of Catalyst today, and they obviously are honoring they have the supply to sell. They can sell to stores and they can sell at Gen Con this year. They're not going to because unless by some reason in the next month
delivers. Yeah.
Well, yeah, the one thing I was said is like the last thing Catalyst wants to do right now is the people that have waited for a year or more than a year and have given their time and effort to receive this, they deserve it first.
Yes.
And so he wants to make sure that people get it first.
Yep.
And then they will release to the public the Mercenaries for those who didn't buy the campaign. And that's really good. That's really honorable for Catalyst to do. But that also means that until it is well fulfilled or on its way to things are smoothly operating, that we will then think about the next big project.
So essentially wave 1, which is all the primary backers.
I have been told that in a week to a week and a half, I will then have another meeting, and that will be the discussion point on the when.
There you go.
So we went from wait till Kickstarter starts to fulfill to now we're at the when. Now we're at a point where we can actually seriously talk about it. I'm very excited for this. I know that everybody at Catalyst is just chomping at the bit to get this going. And the product line is growing. So this is Aces is becoming a very big, and you can help really make this a thing, guys, by going to the Catalyst forums, the Discord, and just hitting it hard with how excited you are about Aces, what you want to do with Aces, what you'd like to see Aces do for Battletech. I heard that there was a bit of a Scroggins thing where some mechs were being discussed or shown.
Yeah, somebody was talking in the Aces channel tonight. That Anthony had released some artwork. One of them is from the infamous Excel spreadsheet leak. The other one, I don't know anything about.
What?
The other one, I don't know anything about. He mentioned 2 mechs.
What's the mechs were they?
I think it was the Falconer and the Fire Dragon.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
I
The Falconer, I know,
I
was
don't know
on
anything
that
about
spreadsheet,
those.
but
I don't know anything about those mechs.
there you go.
I play poker.
Not very well.
No, I don't.
Not very well.
There's some cool stuff coming. I know Anthony's on full build. Aces is going to be amazing. I know it's now in the public. I don't know how that got out so soon, but it will be 4 box sets. It will be 4 basically full-blown Alpha Strike box sets, the size of Alpha Strike in terms of its plastic and stuff. So you're going to get real value out of Aces, like real value, which is really good for everyone. But the when, Solaire, can't say that yet because any dates that I may have heard of or discussed without it being officially signed off, by the Grand Poobah would be a misinformation, which we know in this world of social media and live forming, anything that is spoken by me is not canon until you've heard it first from the mouths of Catalyst. That being said, we here at Six Sides of Gaming
Do not express.
did not express the interests or views of Catalyst Game Labs, our most humble sponsor. We do, however, represent Catalyst in terms of playing this game, and as Lindvander Studios on Six Sides, I do represent, and you can blame me for the Aces decks, and you can blame Josh, hashtag, / blame Lindvander, for this program. So
He does, however, speak for Jerry at Penny Arcade and Full Brain Games.
I do, however, speak for Foam Brain Games, who is now a channel sponsor, not just a stream sponsor, but we've made them a channel sponsor. They've done so much for us. Foam Brain Games is amazing. I love them, their dice, their owner, their staff,
There we go. That's better.
their brand. If you need dice, Foam Brain Games is the way to go. And of course we do have another sponsor also in the dice market. So if you're looking for dice that are going to go on the high end of spending, the Spell Dice sponsors a lot of our shows. But as a channel sponsor, Foam Brain Games is the one to go get the dice from. If you are going to Gen Con and you're interested in D&D and all that fun stuff, I would recommend checking out Gen Con and search Six Sides of Gaming in the search tab, and you'll see all of our D&D and Shadowrun programming. We've got a lot. Tickets are available. There's a lot of tickets sold, but a lot of tickets still around because we have like a big 600-person audience. So we're about almost halfway through. So come on in, grab some tickets, come watch us play D&D, and of course, if you can find me, I'm very not identifiable. If you can find me anywhere on the floor and you want to talk about Aces stuff, we'll be around. I think Josh and I will be at the Catalyst booth quite a bit throughout Gen Con, and I think we're trying very hard to get the 4 cover art box sets to put on display for Gen Con.
So Slink's asking, can you individually use the box sets? I know the answer to this. You can go ahead and answer that, or do you have to have all 4 together in order to play Aces?
So what I can tell you about the 4 box sets is that they are self-contained storylines, which also plug into an entire campaign arc through the generations of the 4 box sets that we're doing. I'm not going to say what they are because I don't know if that's been announced yet. I want Catalyst to release those. But I will say that the story does connect through all 4, and you can take your mech warrior, you can gain XP, you can reduce pilot ratings, you can do all kinds of cool stuff, and you can go all the way through generationally through these 4 boxes and create an all-encompassing story. There is a mind map for each one of these things, so that these stories, the win or loss or decisions that you make, will actually affect the next. Pull my hair. Will actually affect the next mission you go on. So, believe it or not, you can play the game, and you can have. I think it's at this point 4. I can't quote this, so don't quote me on this one. But there will be more than one, at least more than one, ending to each box set.
I think Slink is more along the lines of the decks themselves. So if you bought box 1, can you just play with those decks? The answer would be yes, you can play with those decks, but then there's going to be what in box 2?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so on and
now,
so forth.
everything I say, of course, is not officially because the development of Aces is going so quickly behind the scenes that I don't actually know where Josh is taking it and where it's going. Most of my job is done. Now my job is to focus on getting Classic going and to do this stuff with you and to keep testing things out and providing valuable feedback. But in terms of what its development is, anything I say here, of course, is not canon. It is like, this is just what I think it is or where I think it's going. It has twisted and changed multiple times based on what's going on, but I believe that that's that. Luckily for me. So Stucka Ace asks, what steps are those? These steps here?
The steps or the ones I fell down?
The steps that you fell down are your own steps.
My own steps.
These steps are just some terrain that you built.
Yeah, that's correct.
That's right. Okay, so Tommy always knows what he's talking about. Tommy manifests reality by talking, and you love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So shush.
In most instances.
Hey, Lorcan. We've got Lorcan. We've got House Dave Merck.
Host
Davey
Merck. How you
Right
doing,
on.
buddy?
Now, when's Tommy going to sell me that battle droid behemoth he lucked into? Oh, I don't know if I can sell this thing. I mean, I know money's great, and I could use some. So please become members.
I think you should donate it to the Battletech Museum.
Is there a Battletech museum?
Yeah.
Was that your house?
No, it's not my house.
Is there actually a Battletech museum?
Yeah, it's Robert from Fortress Miniatures and Games.
Oh,
He's like the Smithsonian of Battletech.
what a cool mini, huh? Anyway, I don't know if I can sell it yet because I'm just starting to really fall in love with Battletech, and I feel like I've got this lucky gem. If I ever do get rid of it, I will, either auction it off or I'll donate it to the museum. I'm not sure what to do with it yet. I did luck into it, and whoever donated it, I feel like I should donate it, right? Because
We should strip it and give it a good colored paint job.
Did you say you were moving to Classic after Aces? Classic is already in the works. Part of the big deal was that there was a big internal discussion about whether we should lead with Classic or with Alpha Strike. The deal was to lead with Alpha Strike because, like Alpha Strike being an intro to Battletech to get into Classic more, and as people get into Alpha Strike as their entry point into the game world, they then learn the complexities of Alpha Strike and learn the complexities of the mechs, start to absorb the universe and how incredibly vast it is, and then the next logical step is to step into Armored Combat and then to step into Classic.
Correct.
And so I'm growing as a player into Armored Combat eventually, and I do love when Paul does pull the Classic stuff because I have no idea what I'm doing. But as the time goes on, if I play more of this and I get into Alpha Strike to such a degree where I understand it, say like a Josh level, which is like obsessed, I would then consider getting into Classic, and then when I do, it would be nice to convert Aces into Classic. I've already got a pretty good idea on what's going on, and we've been testing this out. I've actually run the current Alpha Strike Aces decks with Classic. Like, we're talking like previous iterations, like 4 or 5 iterations ago, with Classic, making mental adjustments as I go, and come up with some pretty valuable development. Thinking, yeah, this works almost works as is, but there are a lot of nuances and spreadsheets that I cannot develop because that's not my skill set, that Josh is already on, so that after the 4 box sets for the Alpha Strike Aces are out, yes, there's likely going to be more. So, hey, we got ourselves a super chat. Beskar.
Beskar.
What did he say? Was it kill Paul?
No. 2 days later, the studio's broken into, and all that's taken is that mini, and on the security cam, it's Randall Bills.
Oh, you think he's going to come steal it? He did. He was pretty endowed by it, but I have a Battletech museum at my house you can donate it to.
There you go.
It's amazing. All right, well, let's get into some Battletech. We'll start playing the game, and then we can continue talking.
Beautiful. So
I'd love for you guys to give me some more questions as we go. But as we do this, those of you on Twitch and on YouTube, thank you for watching. All of your subscriptions and stuff just help build the studio out even more and help Paul get more terrain and stuff for us to be able to continue bringing you Battletech. Our benefactor, our Beskar factor, keeps giving donations and stuff. Also, if you remember, Beskar, feel free to show this. There is an embarrassing emoji face of mine from a D&D game that Keith Baker, the creator of Avalon, took a photo of, and Devin decided to turn into a little embarrassing face of mine. And if you would like to show off that embarrassing face,
you know what we should do?
You have to be a member
to do that.
You know what we should
do? There's even better out there of Tommy. So if you are a D&D player or an RPGer, Google search shakes dice enthusiastically.
Yeah, apparently I'm a meme.
Tommy did a video about, I don't know, in the 80s, and
80s? No, literally like 2011, 2012, 2012.
15 years ago.
Is that wow?
12 years ago.
There's my one. That's crazy. Is that long ago?
Yeah.
I mean, I look like it's that long ago.
Yeah, you do. But if you Google that, he will pop up, and it's a meme of him shaking dice. But you could make that into the emoji, Beskar. You could make that into the emoji.
No, Devin has to do that.
Devin.
Devin's waiting for us. We have to. So the way YouTube works is we have to hit a certain amount of memberships.
Yep.
Then we can unlock more emojis. The next one he's going to hit is the one where I'm acting like Keith Baker's marriage to Kenneth, and I'm wearing Keith's hat, and I'm going like this. I'm singing weirdly, and he wants to unlock that one next. So
All right, let's get to
donate those memberships.
let's
All
get
right.
to the forces here.
Yeah,
So
get to the game. Yeah.
you've
All right.
got
It's like
Waco's
Jerry and Costanza. All right, let's go. Here we go. All right.
So
here we
you
go. All
got
right.
Waco's
All right,
Rangers
here we
over
go.
there. So if you want to call out the forces from left to right on your page over there, no.
What? Left to right.
There you go.
We got Waco Rangers.
So Wayne Waco piloting the Battlemaster.
Why? Do you want me to read this?
Well,
You just
I
asked
had
me
to
read
lead
this.
you off because you know. It's just
I was getting to it.
You're
All
doing
right,
this.
here we go.
There we
All
go.
right. All right, here we go, George.
Take two.
Take two. Here we go. We got the BLR 1G Battlemaster. We have the AWS 8Q Awesome, otherwise known as the Tom.
That's right.
Awesome. We have the WHM 6R, Tommy's nickname on dates back in university, the Warhammer. We have the Paul when he dated in college, the MAD 3R Marauder.
All right.
They're coming home to roost. We've got the CRD 3R Crusader, the WTH-1 Whitworth. It's such a stupid name. The CN9 AH Centurion, personal fave of mine. And the VL, I used to play the Centurion in MechWarrior. It was amazing. MechWarrior 5. MechWarrior Online. VL2T Vulcan, straight from Vulcan itself.
Mm-hmm.
We have the motorized platoon, the rifle energy.
Full
motorized
company of them.
platoon.
There's three of them.
Yeah, there's three of them. There we go.
Okay, that's Waco's Rangers. This battle, by the way, everybody, is taking place in the Third Succession War, so it is Succession Wars, classic introductory level mechs, the old school fights.
Who are we?
So we are the Federated Sons, and we've invaded.
Hell yeah!
Invaded the planet Thomas. So
I am Davion.
on
and
our side, we are mostly a combined arms force of vehicles and infantry. We only have one lance of mechs. So our lance of mechs consists of a similar BLR 1G Battlemaster.
Hey, it's Devin. Come on in,
Devin,
Say
come
hi,
in
Devin.
here, say hi to everybody. Poke your face in the camera. This
lean
one
in.
over here. Up
Lean
top.
in.
Up
No,
top.
other way. Come on.
Other way. There it is. Down a
All
little
the tech
farther.
problems, you can blame him. He's the one that sets up the studio. Just kidding. Good night, Devin.
All right, so we have a Battlemaster on our side. All our guys are fours, by the way.
We're all our guys are fours?
All our fours.
What are they?
Because they have a couple of twos and a threes.
Oh.
They're supposed to beat us. They're supposed to beat us in this fight. We're going to try and
Cheat the
buck. We're going to buck the system here. We're going to.
All right.
So
for YouTube algorithms, that's buck,
buck.
not
Buck.
it's buck.
Buck.
Okay, got it.
RFL3N Rifleman. We have a Wolverine WVR6D and an Urban Mech R60. So we actually put an Urban Mech on the field today. We haven't had one out there before. We're going to play it. Tommy can control it. As far as our combined arms force, we have a pair of Hetzer wheeled assault guns mounting SRM6s.
Okay.
We have a pair of Bulldog tanks. We have a pair of Brutus tanks.
Brutus.
Yep. We have
Brutus.
We have a pair of Scorpion SRM tanks, and we have our own motorized company of infantry.
That's right.
Okay.
Question from thank you, Kevin Ebert, for the super chat USD. Will there be aces cards for every battlefield role? Yes.
Absolutely.
There will be ace. There already is aces decks for every battlefield role, and not just one deck, but multiple decks that can be combined, shuffled together, and could be dealt out to create different battlefield decks with different flavor tones. However you want to build it, all the cards will be identified based on what box they come in, or what variation they're built to be. But when you mix them together, you create a more varietal.
I think actually on the bottom, because you probably haven't seen this, but there's on the bottom of the card, it'll say like Ambusher and then one of
Yes.
X mini
Yes,
cards
with an icon.
through all the sets.
Yeah.
Through all the sets.
Yeah,
or
this
whatever.
this is so that way, because we're trying to find ways. There's two things. The reason why this happens. First thing is, with an AI component that is a deck that is finite, that is shuffled, you can, and there are a lot of smart cookies out there. You can start to learn how the AI will appropriate, because it is a finite deck and not something that can learn computerized and grow like Skynet.
You can't Rayman it.
Yeah, you can't Rayman it, but if you mix the decks up, it changes it so dramatically that you cannot predict the AI without playing this a bajillion times, in which case, look, if you've played the same set roles on the battlefield like 35 times, and you start to learn how to play the AI thing, I'm going to take a personal like happiness for this because you've played it 35 times,
Yeah.
and that's a lot of time to play the deck, right?
It's just impossible, really. Like the way the decks are designed.
Thank you, Sergeant
There's
Orc.
so many combinations. It's just mathematically impossible for you to
Friday night
actually memorize it.
is best night for Battletech. Being on the initiative fails. That's right. Paul fails initiative, so you better fail initiative, Paul. Okay, we got Spartaner 251. I'm going to read these out because some of you are on Twitch and some of you are on YouTube. I hope the Hussars team up with the Irby for the amount of AC-20s on the field is amazing.
We
Yeah.
actually, our Hussars are SRM6 Hussars. They're SRM6 ones. Why? Because they do a little more damage in Alpha Strike than they do in.
Oh, thank you, Will. OB
in
Met Gamer
Classic.
puts 5 CAD in and says, I wish I could come, but I'm stuck at work. And I got to say to you,
Call
OB
in
Gamer,
sick, William. Call
keep
in
working
sick.
because then you.
Call in sick.
What's this? Call in sick?
Call in sick, buddy.
No. I'm not gonna. Like I've known this kid since he was a baby, and he's now a full adult. Last thing I want is to be Uncle Tom's bad influence, right?
Yeah.
You could be Uncle Paul's bad influence. But.
Yeah, see, I can be the bad guy.
Additional super chat by Kevin. Additional tip for how awesome that sounds. I'm so stinking excited. Thanks for the hard work, guys. We are excited for you. Like I said, Battletech for me it's a new thing. And I've always been into Battletech as an idea for it. I always played the video games and things. But like getting into the actual game itself is a relatively new experience for me. And it is an obsession that I'm going to carry through to the end of time.
I've been playing Battletech since Tommy learned how to walk.
What, like 5 years ago?
Yeah. Well, you were 9 when you learned how to walk, right?
That's true. I could recite the alphabet, and it's a little slow on the uptake, right?
Yeah.
Intelligence was a dumb step, but I mean, at 9, it was really difficult to keep babysitters when they were so attracted to my charisma.
By the time he hit grade 6, he was out of diapers. It was all good, man. It was all good. It was all good. All good. All good.
Well, when are you going to get out of diapers?
Oh, never. I'm back in them.
Okay, here we go.
Initiative.
All
Here
right,
we
here
go,
we go.
right?
All right, here we go.
I rolled a 10 with the cursed red dice. I have rolled a 10.
People have literally donated for you.
You better go to the overhead here to see so people can actually see this.
Which one's
dice
the
roll.
overhead?
Legitimately, the first one.
Oh.
Yeah. Number 1.
There we are.
go.
All right.
I have a 10.
All right.
There's the 10.
But you're not supposed to win this. Okay.
You're gonna roll.
We
an
kind of
11.
win because you and I are working together.
You're gonna win, and I'm gonna kick you in the shins on the
So this
table.
is Paul and I literally playing against ourselves.
That's right.
We're playing with ourselves.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Good guys have won
Man,
initiative.
people were super chatting literally for you to fail.
How many decks do we have over there? Not including the commander deck.
What's
1,
that?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they got 9 units to our 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. It's 9 to 8.
Okay, so the only thing that I actually don't. Do you know what star captain we start on?
A.
Is it always A?
Always A.
I always pick
That's
D.
what Josh told me.
I don't listen to Josh.
Now,
Josh has
I
done
would say
nothing
this.
for this
No,
game.
I would say this. They're probably going to be. They're probably going to
Josh
be
hasn't done
scenario
anything
specific.
for this game.
Yeah,
Useless.
He's just the mathematician.
Useless.
He's
the Newman of
He's the
Battletech.
Newman of Battletech.
Oh my god.
Newman is going to be at Fan Expo.
You're a
We're going to
nerd.
get Newman to play Battletech.
Okay, good luck.
And the Soup Nazi.
If you do that,
He's going to be there
can you
too.
be like,
And the all-time thing when we're at Fan Expo, I'm going to get Newman,
don't promote
the
Fan
Soup
Expo.
Nazi, and
Don't promote Fan Expo.
what's the last guy? Peterman.
Oh, Peterman's there?
Peterman's going to be
Okay,
there.
he's cool. But, okay, here we go. All right, here we go. All right, George. Here we go.
Let's go.
Star Captain A. We're going to go with Star Captain A because that's
A.
going to be the thing. They have to move first.
Yeah, so lowest.
So did you already shuffle these
I already
up?
shuffled them all.
So it's
set
all
to
good?
go.
I can
We're
just
good
go
to
through
go.
the whole thing? All right, going through a bajillion mechs. We can never just have like a 4-on-4. You have to have like 90
That's
on
what you
90.
asked for last
No, I
Friday.
just wanted a good brawl,
Yeah,
but 4-on-4
this
is a
is
good brawl.
This is a good
We're going to be here till like 1 in the morning.
No.
People are going to run out of time. All right, if there are no enemies within 30,
And yes, Dave, I did win most of them last week.
the Star Captain orders are, if there are no enemies within 30 of any of our units, that is the orders. All units deal no damage at long range. Use cautious logic. Well, we're not on cautious, so where do I flip this?
You flip it at the end of the turn.
No, I know, but
Oh, you're trying to pick which one you want to start on?
no. I'm picking A. I can't remember where he puts it. Okay, there we go. All right, so the first thing to move is the Battle Master. Crazy enough, and the Battle
Waco.
Master. Wait, so if we're starting on A,
Mhm.
there are enemies within 30. Where's the tape measure?
No, we're on hexes. All
Oh,
hexes.
so these are all within 30.
Yep.
So it's not going to use cautious logic. We want to
No.
use aggressive. Okay, so here we go, George. Here we go. All right. The Battle Master. Where's my Battle Master? Is this it?
Nope. The one with the big blue canopy.
Here.
There you go. Yep.
Okay, Battle Master. If the ideal red target, which is the lowest TMM, lowest armor, highest point value,
So lowest armor, lowest TMM.
lowest TMM, lowest armor.
That's the urban mech.
But what's the lowest TMM there?
It's the urban mech.
That's the lowest TMM? Is it tied with anybody else?
Waco's got the urban mech.
Is he going after?
Waco's got the urban mech in his sights. But what's the range on it? There's no range. We're in conditions right now.
No, we're not. If the ideal activated red,
field an urban
Sorry.
mech against me?
I got to read the rest of the logic. I'm not paying attention. I'm like reading a magic card being like, if the ideal red target is activated and within 18,
No,
which
so
is
they're
a
gonna
lie,
go balanced.
we're going balanced. If there are any enemies within 30, there are. So it's going to follow this track here. It would like to ground move toward the target, which is signified as red, which would be the lowest TMM.
the lowest TMM
It's
closest.
going after the
So all the tanks are one in the urban
within
mech's
12
one.
and 20, right?
So this is the lowest.
So it's going after that tank.
That tank.
Oh, these zones are so good.
Yes.
The zones in these. Oh my God, the zones are so good. It would like to target at. That's a new command thing.
Let me see it.
It's the M medium.
The M, he wants to get within medium.
Okay, that's what it. So this is good because I want to actually see if this works for me. But it doesn't.
Tommy's for the record here. Tommy's playing with the new version of the deck for the first time.
Lowest TMM.
I've been playing with it for 5 or 4 weeks.
So he wants to get cover from the greatest amount of enemies and occupy woods, but he would like to close in on the target.
to medium range.
So
Yeah.
the Battle Master currently
Moves
moves 8. So he's got trees in the way. So
He can walk
two,
through his
three.
own guy.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, 1, 2, 3. My God. 4, 5,
In that
6,
gully.
7,
Yep.
7. So he's
Yeah,
gonna
right
go
now.
here.
He gets partial cover.
Partial cover. He wants to get cover from the greatest amount of enemies. So I think he's actually gonna go here.
No,
Is it-
that's a level 2. He won't be able to see over it.
Uh,
He has to get in between there.
logic as written. He wants to cover. Oh, cover from the greatest amount of enemies. But
Yeah.
cover usually indicates full cover. Because
Cover.
all right,
There you go. In the gully.
he doesn't fit in the gully.
He's-
We know he's fit.
he's-
We know he's this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's a TMM 1.
I'll grab a handful. You grab a handful.
Oh, I'll get to him in a minute. Okay, what do we want to move first over here?
TMM.
We're gonna leave our tanks or our mechs to the end.
I'll be honest. I don't know anything about what you're doing.
Okay, so we got tanks, right?
So tell me a bit about this so that
So-
people can know.
The tanks are just they're like mechs. They're just a little weaker. That's all.
As far as I know, the tank that I'm used to using, a little hovercraft.
These guys work exactly the same. They're just not as fast.
Yeah.
So we'll start with our. The way we've got our forces positioned over here, we have our platoon, our 3 platoons of motorized infantry. The infantry with doom buggies, basically,
Yeah.
along with the 2 Hetzers and the Wolverine. Okay, so they're all in a group together.
Do we
Okay.
want to bring them around here?
Yeah, we'll probably start moving them around.
Or do we
want
to just scoop everything here and just pick
These
the
guys
fight
want to get close, right? They're all
Where are
SRMs
they?
and short.
Is this all just a straight blow everything up?
Blow everything up, right?
We got to watch out
And
for
then we
these
got
guys.
battle tanks over here, right? So the two Scorpions are SRMs, but these guys are long range fighters.
Why do you keep taking my laser?
The small laser?
I have to do the thing that I do.
There you go. Okay, so let's start with moving our Hetzers around.
But we're only moving one at a time, right?
We move in pairs. So
Why?
why? Because I'm just gonna keep things quicker.
Okay.
Yeah.
I ask these questions, folks, because part of the process of what my role is on this is to learn with you. And
They're
if you-
moving 8.
Yeah.
Now in a normal game, you move them 1 for 1, but we're trying to keep things quick, right? So
Are they gonna
1,
move
2, 3,
their
4, 5,
tanks
6.
in pairs, or there's infantry in pairs?
Yes, they move as a group. So Hetzer 1.
Hetzers are hard hitting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, he can come all the way around.
By the way, you
So-
can still ask questions and stuff because while he's doing all this counting, we
There we
can
go.
I can potentially answer anything, or we can just talk about whatever.
And the Hetzers have moved.
Okay.
To the AI.
To
Lance
the
on Lance is good starter game, but company v company, that's the big leagues. And that's exactly right. We get most of our company games done in 2 hours.
Next one is our missile boat. Ooh, a missile boat deck. I haven't played with the missile boat deck yet.
It's fun.
As our Crusader.
Which is right at the back of the gates there.
Stay
Yep.
here. Our Crusader is going to go off. If there are any activated enemies within 12, that is not
No.
accurate. So it goes to the balanced one, which is if there are more allies than enemies within 18.
Correct.
So there are more allies than enemies within
Correct.
18. So it's going to follow this particular. Man, this new logic is great.
Wait a second.
It's exciting actually.
That's 18. So no. He's
What?
got more. You got 18 is the Centurion or the
Within
the
18.
Whitworth. Yeah.
So
So
18
behind him is good.
yeah,
It was close.
yeah.
If it had been one farther up, it might have been a no because there's a lot of tanks there.
Oh, I see. So we'd like to ground move, and would like to get out of sight of any activated enemies. So wants to not get in there that are red, which red is low TMM, which that
They're all
doesn't,
ones.
doesn't
They're all
count. So
ones,
it's
yeah.
going to go to. It would like to move to a place where there are no enemies within 12. So it would like to gain cover from the greatest amount of enemies and target. The red target. There's no activated red targets within 24, so it is actually going to just advance and get cover and stay out of a 12.
No,
12
these,
range.
these are 24. 1, 2, 1, 2.
What's that lowest TMM?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're ones. Those
Okay.
Yeah. They're well within 24.
So it wants to ground move and stay out of sight of the active enemies, but it's still going to ground move with other enemies not in line of sight, and wants to get cover from the greatest amount of enemies while advancing toward the target.
Because he can get indirect fire. So he's going to go around the back.
Yeah, it's actually interesting. So the Crusader moves
8.
8. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's going to get indirect fire.
He's got to get a spotter for him eventually.
Yeah,
at some
well,
point.
one of these infantries can do that.
That's right.
So that's where he's going to go. His TMM is 1. Crusader has moved. You're up.
And we will move our infantry now, I think.
You think so?
Yeah, why not? We'll drive them up along with the... We'll bring them up over here to support the...
Oh. So what's going on in everyone's Battletech world? Anybody get the mercenary stuff yet?
Oh, a couple of guys in the Canadian...
Yes.
Regiment Discord.
You played Alpha Strike for the first time with a buddy last weekend. Do you only generate heat in Alpha Strike when you use overheat? Yes, that's correct. There are very few things that will also give heat. I know there's some infantry that torch,
Yeah, the
like
flamer.
the flamers.
Yeah,
They'll give you heat.
Elementals with flamers.
Yeah. So
Or regular infantry with flamers.
Australia, Beskar. Yes, of course. Should be in Tuesday. Nice. I'm excited for you guys. I'm really, really stoked that you get everything. You moved those guys?
Beskar joins us weekly from the penal colony.
Hey, I love Beskar.
I love
you
Beskar.
You can be mean to Beskar.
Most of the time.
The next thing is the awesome.
Beskar is going to love me in a couple of weeks. I got a surprise for Beskar. I'm not going to tell him what it is, though.
What is it? You can tell me, though. Tell me right now.
No, you've already seen it.
What is it? Sorry, Beskar. I was trying to get him, with Paul's low intelligence. I was trying to get him to just say it.
Hello. My
All right.
IQ is like an initiative roll.
The sniper role is going to go now as the awesome. The 8Q is going to give a round. Are there any activated enemies within 24 and no activated enemies within 12?
So there's no within 12, but within 24.
Where's the awesome? Awesome.
He's back there. No, there's nobody within 24 that's activated.
You sure?
Yeah, these are within 24. Those are not.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. But just out. Okay. So in that case, you're going to go to the balanced. Are there any activated enemies within 30? Yes. So it would like to ground move and get line of sight on target yellow, which is highest armor.
Highest armor?
It's not activated. First it checks 16, then it checks
It's the
24,
Battlemaster.
then it checks 30.
Battlemaster.
Highest armor?
Oh, so
First it checks 16,
16?
24.
So 24 within
So
24.
he's here. Where is he? Where's the awesome?
He's
Right
coming here. This is going to be the highest armor
One-
within 24.
Yeah, so he's going to make his way toward that
It's going to be the Brutus.
and wants to try and get line of sight to that. I think he's going to climb up.
So just so you guys understand what he's doing there, with these
1,
zones,
2, 3.
the zones,
4,
yes, have
5.
conditions and criteria you got to meet in order to activate or reach a decision for the AI. But if there is only one mech within the zone, then it automatically defaults to that mech.
I think he's going to go there.
Be awesome. Yep, and he gets a 1.
Yeah. That's a pretty awesome move.
All right. They moved their Crusader over
Oh, he only moved 6, so hold on. He was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's perfect.
It's going to be
Awesome's moved.
our murder wasps are going to come over there and mess some people up. These only move 8, right? Our scorpions move 8.
Yeah, that's right, Armored Gear. The engine hit critical damage also gives you heat, which is what he gets with his Marauder every time he plays it. That's so funny.
There's our 2 tanks.
Well, I get so. Here's a thought. Here's the thing: is it still line of sight? Because he's got
No.
line of sight on that tank.
You might be able to see him. You can't see him.
Yeah, but that's fine. He's still got a shot on the tank. There's still gonna be some blood going on here.
To the bad guys. Well, in my I always
wow,
think Waco
Rangers.
always
No,
a
that's
good
the
guy.
bad guys. Okay, moving up the initiative chart here properly.
Did I bring the squirrel?
The Marauder.
I did.
The Marauder's going next. The Marauder is, are there any activated enemies within 24 and no within 12? Where's my Marauder? Here's my Marauder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so it is going to go aggressive because there are activated enemies within 24 and there are none in 12 for the Marauder to go. So the Marauder wants to go, it says here, it would like to ground move and get line of sight to the closest activated enemy within 12. So since it's ground moving, it wants line of sight to the closest activated red enemy. Well, in 12,
The Reds. Because
there's no 12 here. It's going to go to 24.
No, 12's right here.
It's not going to reach 12.
Oh,
1,
it's
2,
the
3.
Marauder.
12 is here,
Oh,
right?
okay.
So because it's that, it's going to go to the range of 24. So where is the activated red enemy in 24? Still the same ones. That's right, because they're not activated yet. All right, so it would like to get in the least amount of enemy arcs possible, cover from the greatest amount of enemies, and occupy woods while getting closer to those targets. So the Marauder, I think, because he wants to get the least amount of enemy arcs and cover from the
Straight
greatest
up
amount of
behind the
enemies.
awesome.
You think he's going to go right behind him?
I think
Can't
so.
shoot through him, can he?
Oh, he can shoot through him, yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. Marauder moves 8, so I think he can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So the level 2 blocks any line of sight from here.
Yep. Level
blocks
3.
any 2 line of sight from here.
So he's-
but these guys haven't moved yet.
He's
but-
basically lining up to shoot anything that comes this way.
That's right.
That's cool. And the Marauder is also a TMM1, so we'll just share that with this guy. So I'll have to put another token down, and we're done with the Marauder. Next up. I will say something about these new decks. The information is way more compact, and there's a lot more to unpack. And since it's my first time running these decks, I'm enjoying the parsing out the information. I feel like after I get the hang of this, it'll be as quick as I was back in the day
So
on previous decks.
when we were using them at the conventions and the public shows where we were doing demonstrations with them for the last month or so, me being a former football player, yes, they play. If you know football plays, the terminology is actually like symbology in a playbook.
Symbolism.
Symbolism,
You're
symbology.
going to see in Boondock Saint? Symbolism. I believe the term you're looking for is symbolism.
Symbolism. It's like reading a playbook, so you'll learn it fairly quickly. You won't even have to we're literally reading it out so you guys understand what the logic is. You wouldn't have to do that. You can just glance at it real quickly and know the move.
Right.
So we're gonna move our Brutuses up. They move 6.
The next to move for them is the missile boat Whitworth, otherwise known in canon as the Worthless. This is the Whitworth, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the weird helmet.
So he's like the guy from Spaceballs,
Darth helmet.
dark helmet. All right, there's the 2 Brutuses.
All right, the Whitworth is going
They're
to go
guarding
next.
the hot gates.
This sailboat says, if there are any activated enemies within 24 and no activated within 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so it's going to ignore the aggressive logic. Wait. I got to read this. This is like extra cool logic here. Way to go, Josh. And no activated enemies in 12, and this unit has no line of sight from all enemies. I think he doesn't have line of sight on that tank, does he? Because
No.
this is in the way.
He's gonna
Okay,
stand still.
so actually... So no, it's still going to ignore that because there is an active enemy within 12, but he would need to have that no line of sight.
Otherwise, he
there,
would
too.
have stood still, stand behind the cover, and
I have not
fired.
seen
Yeah.
these Aces decks with standstill mechanics
Yeah.
yet. Missile boats.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Well, that's what I was doing.
My God, this is playing like a missile boat.
If you had been there on time at the Albion,
Oh, this is gorgeous.
I was using heavy LRM carriers with these cards against the players, and the 3 heavy LRM carriers were just hiding behind a hill for the entire game, launching 5 dice of indirect fire at people all
This
day
is
long. It was
legit.
fantastic.
This is legit awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go to the balanced one. If there are any enemy activated enemies within 24, we know that hits. So we'd like to ground move and get line of sight to the nearest activated enemy. It would like no enemies within 6 inches or 6 hexes. It would like to get target and cover. So
what's his
the
zone on
Whitworth
this,
is
though?
8 jump, but he's
What's
not
the
jumping.
zone on that one first?
There's no zone. It's
No
nearest.
zone's just open.
Nearest period. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He could go here and get line of sight there.
Technically cover, or that's closer.
No. He would like to get line of sight on the nearest. He cannot get line of sight.
So that'll be the
without
that'll default.
fulfilling it there. So I don't know how you've been reading this, but I know Josh reads them like first line and satisfies. I actually read through the entire logic and satisfy most.
So
I satisfy the first logic, and then I satisfy the rest of the logic to dictate how the first logic works.
That's exactly how it is.
And I mean, I don't know if that's like 100% how it's supposed to be done. That's how I interpret it, and I think that's why the AI is significantly harder when I run it. 1, 2, 3,
Gonna go
4,
behind the
5,
pillar.
6. He's going to go to the pillar, but he's going to go all the way over here because he'll get a line of sight on that tank and be blocked from this one.
Yep.
And these ones, and that one. And the Whitworth's TMM is 2. So we'll put a 2 there.
And we'll go to the good guys.
But he wants to make sure no enemies within 6. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there's nothing within 6.
Our Scorpions move 8. We're going to move them next.
Interesting play for a missile boat.
What do you think we should do with these Scorpions?
Wait a second. Does it say advance? Yeah, ground movement to get line of sight to the nearest activated enemy. To get line of sight. Technically, hold on, back up. Technically, he would go in here because he would get cover and still get only on that thing.
That's fine.
Because he's a missile boat, he wants to stay back further.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right? Would you agree with that?
I agree.
You better,
I concur.
Paul. Cheater.
I concur. And the Scorpions are a 1 TMM.
And a Whitworth was a missile boat.
Oh, we got missile boats over here, too. There we go. The Scorpions have moved back to the AI.
Next on the AI list is 617, the Scout. The Vulcan's going to go next. And the Vulcan would like to get, if the ideal yellow target is the highest armor. If the ideal yellow target is activated and you can get behind it. Now we know the Vulcan. Where's the Vulcan, by the way? Is this the Vulcan?
Henny left his nuts here, and I'm going to try him.
This is the Vulcan, right? Eh? That's the Vulcan?
No, that's not the Vulcan.
Where's
The
my
Vulcan's
Vulcan?
with the infantry.
It's this one here. It's a weird helmet compared to the art. Okay. So the Vulcan cannot get behind anything, so it's going to move over to balanced. Are there any activated enemies within 24?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. It would like to ground move toward the nearest ground 24. Ground move toward the nearest yellow. So who has the highest armor within 24? Would it be these guys?
The highest ground movement?
No, the highest armor.
The Brutus.
Who's over here?
Mhm.
So this guy's going to go over here now. Okay, he would like to get
The
line of sight.
Hectors don't even have anywhere close what the Brutus has.
Yeah, the Vulcan moves 12 and jumps, but this is giving us it wants the least amount of enemy. It would like to get oh, this is perfect. It would like to target something with no cover. So he has enough movement to literally go right here.
Mhm.
And I think is he blocked from these guys?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It might be better for him to go into the woods here, and he'll be for sure blocked by those guys,
Mhm.
right? And so he gets line of sight on that guy, which is not in cover, so that's where he's going. The Vulcan is
the Scorpion behind him can see him as well.
which one?
Which one? They can both see him.
But if he goes here, it won't be able to see him.
If he goes there, he can. Yeah, there you go.
So
no, they still both got line of sight. Just partial cover, that's all.
all right, he's gonna go there. These guys can't see him though,
Bring out your...
because he wants the least amount of firing arcs.
I would say partial cover.
What? He's going right across the pillar.
Yeah, I guess maybe not.
What do you think? Because if not, and yeah, that would get partial cover. That's full blown. But if he goes to the tree,
Those are
tree.
fine. Yeah, this is blocked. Yeah.
If he goes to the tree, then he blocks it there.
We'll end the argument. Okay. He's got line of sight.
Put the damn thing back.
Got line of sight.
That's awesome. I think he's going to the tree.
There we go. No. no. Where he was. Where he was.
He's okay?
Yeah.
All right. There he is. And the Vulcan has a TMM of 2. All right, we're up.
All right. What do we want to move over here? We've moved all our vehicles. We've moved our infantry. We have a Wolverine Battle Master, the Urban Mech, and the Rifleman.
Let's move the Battle Master because it's slow and tanky.
The Urban Mech is the slowest.
No, the Irby?
He's the slowest.
Well, the okay, let's just move. He'd sink the Irby somewhere.
Want to hide him back in here?
I mean, sure. The Irby's nickname is Clarkson.
He runs here. He's done.
What?
He just ran. 3.
That's as far as he moves?
I think it's 3.
Why do we?
He might go.
Why
6.
do we have an Irby?
No, he moves 4. Sorry, he moves 4.
Oh my God, he's broken. He moves 4. Stupid Irby.
There we go.
All right. Next on the list on my side is the Centurion, which I love. Centurion is a juggernaut. I'll grab the AI here. Okay, it is aggressive if the ideal red target is within is
Ideal red's lowest TMM. So
lowest TMM, but is also active and in line of sight and in 24. So a lot of
the Brutus. The Brutus is.
So where's my Centurion? Here's my Centurion.
Yeah, Brutus.
So he's got line of sight on it, right? Even with I guess he does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Partial cover.
Okay, so he's gonna go aggressive. So he would like to ground move towards the red target, and he would like to get line of sight only to the target, and would like to get cover from the greatest amount of enemies and occupy woods or depth of 1 water.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I didn't put water on the board.
But what? That's new.
So
Josh put water on this?
Yeah, so
that's amazing.
The water is there in case you have water on the board because the water does give partial cover from the waist up, right?
If the Centurion goes here, he gets cover from all this.
No.
He gets completely out of sight from all that.
No, he's not.
Yes, he does.
No, he's not.
Why not? If he goes here.
If
he
he's
gets
here,
all that's gone.
Blocked. But this can see him. This can't.
That's right. That's where he's going then. Because that's what his thing says. Greatest cover was to move toward the target.
How fast does he move?
The Centurion?
Yeah.
Oh, he's like a ninja. 8. Make him easy.
8. Back here?
They'll all shoot him. Are you crazy?
No. If he's back here.
All of this can shoot him.
This can already. Oh, yeah. They have 360. I forgot they have 360.
See, guys, this is why when I run the AI deck, we win.
I've won every game.
The AI wins. You're not going to win tonight.
All right. So what are we moving next
Hold on.
for us? Which of these mechs are you playing?
I'm not playing. I'm playing all of them. We're working together. You can have the Irby. I'll run the rest.
Go for it.
No, I'm kidding. So this is our Warhammer.
That's our Rifleman.
Sorry, Rifleman. Well, let's talk about focusing here. Where are we shooting? Who are we trying to take out? Waco?
We don't necessarily have to go after him right now.
Do you want to take out this guy? We have a target-rich environment here and along this base here. These guys are.
I'm thinking the Oss. Oh no,
these guys have got lots of this is like super target-rich environment.
This here blocks line of sight to the Awesome from these two.
No, it doesn't.
Oh no,
look,
it doesn't. Oh,
that's straight line.
Nice, okay.
This one.
It blocks.
It's blocking.
Yeah.
Okay, but that one's open. It's just got cover. That one's open, but the one before it is blocking. Technically, he has no.
So
we're
going to fire at the Awesome. That's what we're going to do.
We want to try to take the Awesome down.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then we want to take this guy and bring him up here, and so we can shoot him.
No, we're going to give him partial cover. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here.
Well, he gets partial cover from the tree anyway.
He's got tree and partial cover now.
Well, so does this guy.
That's okay.
We want to. Okay. All right.
We don't want him to get.
We have less firing capabilities than they do.
Oh no, we don't. No. Dude,
these are we're on 4s.
5 dice of damage each.
But we're 4s.
Yeah, but
they're 3s and 2s.
They're 5 dice of damage each.
All right.
They are not friendly. They are not friendly.
Okay, next on the list over here, all the way over to their Warhammer, it would like to get the ideal red enemy if the ideal red enemy is within 10. Nothing is within 10. So it's going to go balanced, and if there are greater than 2 enemies in line of sight, there is not greater than 2 enemies in line of sight of this Warhammer. So he's going to go for cautious, and he would like to ground move or jump. Well, you don't have to jump to the nearest, and he wants to go to the nearest possible enemy. He would like to target that enemy, cover from the greatest amount of active enemies, least amount of enemies in line of sight, and try to get within medium. So this guy might just go up So the closest enemy is here. So he's gonna try and get this guy. The best way for him to do that would be to get up like here and shoot through the awesome. Right? Good thing we don't have battlefield support. Because he's gonna go right here. So he can shoot this guy. So that tank is probably dead. We'll see. And the Warhammer is presenting at a 1. There it is.
All right, we got our. They have left to move what?
The last thing they have to move is their platoon.
Their platoon.
Uh-huh.
So we have
Wait, what is the Whitworth?
our Wolverine
Whitworth is also
and our
1.
Battlemaster.
Whitworth is not a 2. Whitworth is a 1. Who's 2? Hold on. Who did I put a 2 down instead of a 1 on? No, they're all 1s except for the Vulcan. Vulcan's got a 2. Centurion's got a 1. I need more 1s. This entire squad is 1s. Oh. It's like TMM 1 is like, well, this entire thing is all just TMM 1s. 1s. You see the 1s over there? Sprint, no move, +3.
Put them upside down.
A 1?
No,
No, that's not.
just put them upside down. You're out of
Got to
one.
be a 1 somewhere in
I
there.
got one,
Thank you.
but I need a 1 as well. All right, there we go. All right, you can move the last one.
Okay, the platoon. Platoon, the ambusher infantry. Are there any activated enemies with an 8? No. Are there any activated enemies within line of sight?
Just for the record, I killed a mech with infantry last week.
Nope. So it would like to sprint. If there are no enemies within 36, that's a lie. So instead it will try to hide from all enemies and get the least amount of arcs while getting into a target. So these guys aren't going anywhere. Because there are no activated enemies with an 8. They're just going to progress the board stage. So how far do they move?
They move 6.
6? They can go hide in here.
Basically what our guys did, right? Stay out of the way.
That's out of sight for everything? 6. 6. And 6. As long as they're out of sight, they're good.
We're good.
And that's where the infantry goes. And the infantry is a TMM of 1 again.
But you can actually put a 2 beside them because you just knocked a 1 out of the way.
I got one here.
They're technically a 2. But
Okay. All right. That's it. Ambushes are done. All right. Our last movement.
Flip that to angle 3 so people can see that side of the board. You can get a pretty good shot there of
Which one? Angle 3?
Angle 3, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you can see your riflemen's here.
Is there another angle? Hold on.
Top end.
The
the one where you're-
This one's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Crusaders here. Everything's kind of clustered up here. Moving in, we've got your infantry's down in here. We got these guys lined up behind this set of steps there.
Mhm.
We've got all these tanks cluster in here. We have that last guy to move.
Yeah.
The Wolverine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's going to come up in here. He's a 2. I'm going to get rid of that Centurion.
Fire time. They're not going to hit the Centurion.
AI.
The Centurion's got.
We don't care about
2
that.
points of
We're gonna
cover.
Kill it.
You think so?
100%. 100%.
Okay, now what?
AI's up.
Go back to the main.
AI is on deck.
All right. AI shoots first because they lost initiative.
That's correct.
All right. We'll go in order of initiative. The Battlemaster. Let's read this chart here. Okay. Target within 6. Where's my Battlemaster? Right here?
No, Battlemaster's
Nothing.
No, Battlemaster's the blue. There we go.
Do we have anything within 6?
Waco.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nothing within 6. So 24 is the next target, which would be the whole board at this stage.
Mhm.
And would like to go to the command list. Lowest TMM, which would be that tank.
Brutus. Oh, yeah, sorry. The
So this tank here. You can see.
the Bulldog.
And if you have no target, but have indirect fire, that's awesome. It would do an
Mhm.
indirect fire. So, it's going to calculate. What has it got here? The Battlemaster is calculated at
Waco's a 2. He's skill 2.
skill 2. That's right. All right. And it is medium range.
So 2,
4, 5 for the TMM.
partial cover.
You think it's partial cover?
Yep.
6. So you need 6s?
You want me to roll or you roll it?
Ooh. He's rolling 3 dice at 6s, but wait. If the target number is 5 or less, it will overheat. It will not overheat.
You want me to roll?
Oh,
for
wait. Use up to 2 overheat if target number 7, and it might let you hit structure. How do these tanks operate? Same thing?
So the he's firing at the bulldog.
Yeah.
The bulldog, no, he can't. They have 3 armor.
So he will not overheat
know.
then. He's just going to throw 3 sets.
So I'll roll for him. He's on 6s. You said.
Yeah.
1, 2 hits.
2 hits. You can mark it. Ah.
Where's my pen? All right. So bulldog takes 2. Next.
We have to like nail these cables in.
Yeah, I know. It's the
Nothing
this
sticks to NDF.
This MDF is alien. It's an alien substance. If you remember the old Saturday Night Live, Happy Fun Ball,
Yeah.
it's the same. It's the same toxic substance.
So how much damage is done to that guy?
He's got 1 armor left.
Nice. Oh well, he could have rocked through structure then.
No, he only rolled 3 dice. Couldn't. He has to get to structure. He
Okay.
only could have taken his armor out. That's it. He couldn't have gotten into structure.
Overheat would have given 4 sets, which could have got him into structure. He's not going to
Oh yeah.
He's not going to overheat anyway.
You want me to roll it?
Nope.
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 That's-
We're just gonna follow it as is.
Correct.
It's a nonsensical move.
You are correct.
I'm gonna rule that as average die roll into structure.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we got next? 213. Oh crap! The Crusader should have fired first, but the Crusader's gonna fire now. The Crusader over here has nothing to shoot at. Oh, attacked by ally this turn. I can't hit that. It says here, choose a spotter with line of sight to your target. If you have no line of sight to target, but you have indirect fire, Crusader has IF1. So it says choose a spotter within sight of your target. If there are multiple, choose the one that provides the lowest heat against your target. Technically, if I follow the rules as written, which I should have read this correctly, and I dyslexied 2 to 1, Waco should have fired at 7+. Would that have changed anything?
What if he spots?
He has to spot.
No, he doesn't have to spot.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
Because he fires after this missile boat goes.
Doesn't matter. You can pick any of the other ones because the way the missile boat and direct fire works is that if your
+1.
if your IF rating is more damage than the spotter's damage at that rating, your spotter will forego shooting, so you don't get the +1 if you continue reading on the card.
If there are multiple, choose one that provides the lowest healing against your target. If the spotter has a lower damage value than your IF rating, it will not attack this turn.
So that means it wouldn't automatically default to Waco. Whoever's got the best odds of spotting and hitting is going to be the spotter, if you choose to do so.
He has the best odds of spotting and hitting.
No, the Centurion. Centurion can spot, the Whitworth can spot, the Vulcan can spot, the Awesome can spot, the Warhammer can spot.
So maybe I'm not understanding this, but like, if the spotter has lower damage value than your IF rating, nothing has a lower damage value than the IF rating.
Not sometimes it does. Like when I was using the LRM
Like
carriers,
the infantry.
when I was using the LRM carriers, because they do 5 damage at 4 damage, and you only do like 2 damage at short range. You don't shoot; you just spot. Right? Infantry is a good example.
This is really good to read this because I immediately would change this text to if the target number of the spotter would be modified to X. Because if you have a low target number and you can still spot for something, I would still do that. Because right now he's throwing 6s.
Mm-hmm.
I would gladly throw it at 7s to give this guy an extra shot. Maybe I'm thinking poorly. Maybe Josh would say, mathematically speaking, it would make no sense to throw 3 dice at 7s just for a chance at 1 dice.
1 dice, yeah.
Yeah, maybe, you know what? Now that I'm logicking this out, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But, yeah, okay. So everybody else here is throwing dice. The Vulcan is the only one that's only throwing 1 set of dice.
So the Vulcan's going to spot.
And he won't shoot.
Yeah.
But the IF is 1.
Yeah, so what? That's fine. The Vulcan will be the spotter. So the Vulcan.
But wait, the Crusader's only an IF of 1.
Mm-hmm. And the Vulcan only does 1, so you're better out. You're 1/2 dozen the other, right?
No, Vulcan's better because the Vulcan has no cover.
That's right. There you go.
All right, so we're not. So the missile boat's not doing anything because there's nothing to spot.
Next.
That's some pretty good logic to go through. That was great. Of course, this will all be in the rule book. So once you've read the rule book for it and you know what everyone's default logic is, all these commands will make sense. The Awesome's going to go for a shot now. Awesome targets within 6. Where's my Awesome? There's my Awesome.
Awesome's right there.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nothing in 6, but 24 is probably this again. Attacked by ally this turn. So he's going to go after the same thing
Correct.
that Waco went after. It would like to go after the red, which is the highest arm. Or sorry, yellow. But yellow doesn't have to go for anymore because it's going after the logic of the thing that's attacked this turn.
Yep.
And it is going to throw, the awesome is going to throw 3 dice, no overheat. So please roll 3 dice with a total of skill 4, 5, 6 for range, 7, 8 because of cover and TMM.
Black and blue for the PPCs.
Oh,
That is 2 hits.
gross.
with
And one's a
critical.
crit.
Yeah.
Well, you're into structure too, so it's
Yeah,
2
so
crits
2
technically.
He's only got 1 left. I hit him twice, right?
Yeah.
So he's got 2 internals left. You can roll the crits.
All right.
So
We're going for 10 and 6. 10, 6. Lynn 6.
10 and 6. you
First
said?
crit roll of the game. Boom. Chaka.
10 is a fire control. 6 is a weapon.
10 is a fire control. 6 is a weapon.
All right. Weapon hit and fire control. Perfect. He's only got 2 internal left. Oh, roll for a motive hit, by the way, as well.
Was it a D6?
2d6.
Nice. 12.
Really?
I rolled boxcars.
Unit immobilized. Can't move.
Jesus.
Unit has been immobilized. Blew his tracks out. So we're gonna.
So we're just going to put a no move.
I'm just gonna put scratch out his thing on there and do his no move.
Yeah, he's got no move. I just put a no move target beside him. Well, that sucks.
It's the life of a tanker.
Right? Mobility kill. You're right. Okay, that's the awesome. Now, next on the list at 542, 535, the Marauder. I think the Marauder's probably going to kill it. Marauder doesn't have line of sight on it. So Marauder's got a new target. No, Marauder does have line
Oh,
of sight
what's the
on
Marauder's priority?
it. Marauder's priority is attack by ally this turn, which
Attack by
is
ally?
the no movement guy.
Yeah, he can see him.
But he also has line of sight over here.
He can. If attacked by allies first, he's gonna blow it off.
He would like to target a target within 24. He wants to kill this thing?
Yeah. If attacked by allies, the first priority.
Yeah.
Yep,
He's
they're all
right.
gonna gang up on it.
All
and
right.
kill it.
Let's rock and roll.
It's Succession Wars. It's not like these are ERPPCs or anything like that. They're.
Was there an ETA for the 4 Aces boxes? When can I hand over my money? Save it up, my friend. Save it up. It will be later. I can't quite give you the details on that yet, but I promise that as soon as I get permission and a date, I will let you guys know. Stay tuned with us, though, and thank you for all that support. I know, as humble as I can speak about this, I know you're going to love this because I'm loving the system right now, playing this game, and I'm kind of not a hardcore Battletech guy. I'm becoming one. I love this system. I think you guys are going to just eat this shit up. You don't even have to leave the house to hang out with your friends.
It's gonna change the face of modern wargaming.
Aces has allowed Paul to not go home every Friday, sad that he's lost to me consistently in Battletech. So our friendship's intact. That's what Aces has done.
This is
for
where
us.
I need control of the camera so you can. The people at home can see me pulling the stupid look face at you.
Yeah,
Like-
it's the truth though. We are friends because I'm not kicking your ass consistently in Battletech. An embarrassment of a newbie
Yeah.
beating an old grognard. All right, so Marauder's throwing 3.
Tommy obviously doesn't want our money.
What are you talking about? I do. It's got to go to Catalyst
In
first.
the meantime, you can donate to the channel.
That helps us. Yeah, you can throw some support this way so we can keep painting these mechs and building things. But here we go.
3 dice.
3 dice. Hold on. What's my target number for it?
He's on 4, 6, 7, 8s. It's gonna
8s.
be
No overheat. So 3 dice at 8s.
8s. He hit twice. That's
dead.
a lot. I Yahtzeed 4s there,
You-
basically.
boom.
Blows him up.
And just for the crits, it would be a 7, which is weapon, I think, or movement.
So much for Bulldog Uno. All right, next on the list.
Right? It's a thing about
Best card donates to Toonie.
the 4 Aces boxes, different skill levels, or Aces for Alpha and Classic and so on. So the four Aces boxes are all Alpha Strike. They are different mechs, different story, different levels. They're all independent, but also linked. So you can link them together to create one super thing, but they're independent as well, and that you can enjoy them all individually with what they offer. And the idea of playing together makes sense. Look, you got kids. It's a great way to get your kids involved. You got some buddies that you love dearly that you don't want to play with because sometimes it gets a little bit salt tower when you're going at each other. This is a great way for you guys to crack open a couple of drinks and just play together.
Yeah.
So what we're going to be doing at our local store is epics. Oh, so this is what I pitched Catalyst. Tell me that you guys got to scream for this. I want to do an epic world event at things like Gen Con and Adepticon where you and your friends can come with your lances, play with us and with Catalyst as a lance against the AI, and we're all playing together against the AI as one big world event. How cool is that? Okay, where were we? 542. The Whitworth.
Yes.
So we know that this guy's dead.
Yes.
The Whitworth. I'll just take the no move off.
Yeah, I've already struck. Yeah.
Whitworth is shooting next. Whitworth wants to shoot at within 6. Nothing within 6. 24 down the line here.
Yeah.
Odds are attack by ally this turn doesn't count, but has lost the greatest armor. Who has the least structure out of these? So he's going to try and shoot this thing, which is interesting actually.
No, he's going to go after the weaker unit.
Well, it makes sense.
Eliminate and degrade your
That's pretty
enemy,
good.
which is
The Whitworth is
play.
shooting at 4, 5, 6 for range, no cover. What's the TMM on that guy? 1?
He's 1.
7s. So he's shooting at 7s. There is no overheat on 7s.
2 dice.
The next overheat, it will. Okay, so it says here, can it hit structure at this point?
No.
With 2 dice. So it's just rolling 2 dice then at 7s.
That is a pair of hits.
Damn.
I am on fire.
Yeah, against yourself.
I am on fire.
Oh.
That's Bulldog. That's Brutus.
Oh my God. This is awesome. The AI is kicking our ass.
1. And that took out his armor, so that's good.
Okay, well then the Vulcan's going to fire next. Yeah. Oh, you can also use, so actually I did receive information from a store. They say they're already using the very first version of the really rudimentary versions of the Aces decks that came with the MUL when you backed the Kickstarter. They said that they're running events at their store now, and they're actually growing a community of people who are playing together. Furthermore, the other success story I can tell you is that Josh has been playing with his local gaming group in London, Ontario, and he has built it, and he's getting numbers weekly to the point where they start off with like 4. They're up to like 12 to 16 people playing Aces because they're all working together to play. I mean, I'm pretty sure Josh being there has something to do with it, but they're also very, very happy with it. And, we're just hoping to grow it at Roundtable in Guelph, at the Albion, I should say, at our store.
Yeah,
Paul has been
we also got one that's got about 14 or 15 people up at Sir Games Lot in Barrie every Monday night.
Yeah, you guys play. Yeah. So there we go. It's growing. We're going to take over the worlds of Thomas. Okay. Where am I? What did I do? Who is it? Vulcan. Vulcan cannot shoot the rear or something. It shoot something that an ally has attacked this turn. The command list is yellow, meaning it would like to shoot the thing with the highest armor, but we're not getting there. It's going by ally first, so he's redundancy off this guy.
Yeah.
So the Vulcan is throwing 1 die, no overheat, so he's throwing 1 set.
4, 6, 7, 8s with partial cover. Missed.
Shitty Vulcan. I know that at with Josh, if he's around, he can explain it. But he has big tables and he also does minor games. But he does they have done a couple of huge grinders where it's been everyone versus the AI. That's the kind of stuff I want to do. Like if tomorrow, if I could wake up, would be great to just get us all doing a big battle.
My Saturdays, I'm up at 7 o'clock on my day off. I'm in the car. I'm on my way to Guelph. Takes me an hour to get down here. I'm setting up the tables. I'm getting everybody ready. I'm in the studio grabbing, terrain or miniatures. And this guy's sleeping.
Okay, well, that's because I'm up in the middle of the night doing my thing.
Sleeping. And he can't get up for noon to come play with us. All right, you're going to fire here?
Hold
next?
on. Wife's asking me if I can start Aces earlier because she wants to go to a play, and I'm like, well, it's a little late now. We're playing here. We're playing over here. Who am I at?
Sorry,
Did I just draw? Sorry, Annika, love you. Who did I just draw?
We just fought the...
Who's shooting
next?
next? The Centurion's shooting next.
Centurion.
Centurion. Okay, Centurion, anything within 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nothing within 6. So I'd like to shoot the rear cannot. It's going to shoot the command list, which is the lowest TMM, because it actually is not going to shoot the same thing as the other
It's
ones.
going to fire at the Brutus.
He wants to fire at the Brutus. Centurion's dropping 3 dice. No overheat. Skill 4, 5, 6, 7.
How many dice? 2?
3.
3. We'll go black and green. That is 1, 2, 3.
Josh says about 750 point PV, maybe. He's over in Twitch. He hasn't been smart enough to get over to the YouTube yet.
Oh, okay.
6 player versus AI is all 6 player versus AI is about the biggest game he's done so far at the Game Chamber. A binary of AI controlled clan mechs against about a company of mixed units controlled by the players. That sounds.
So it's like 15 versus 20.
But that's awesome though.
Yeah.
Like, what? That's a great community. Unlike you, Tommy needs his beauty sleep. Says Beskar. Did he hit? What was the damage?
You did 3.
3. Warhammer shoots next. Warhammer is shooting any target within 24. Warhammer's right here. Would like to shoot rear or command list. Warhammer does have a shot on the Brutus. And is going to take that shot.
Yep.
Warhammer's tossing 3 sets of dice. No over. Oh, so Warhammer's shooting skill 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It will not overheat.
It's miss.
Really?
Yeah, I rolled snake eyes. I rolled 7, and I rolled 7.
And the ambushers have nothing to shoot at, so the ambushers are down. Done.
That's it for everybody over there?
Not everyone can just roll out of bed and look as ruggedly handsome as you, Paul. Tommy needs his beauty sleep. Okay. I am pretty.
Here, you're pretty, and I'm ruggedly handsome.
You are not.
Slash-
You're rugged.
/ sexy. There's a difference.
Oh. Wow, look at that.
We're gonna
stream is dropping.
We are one day gonna put our pictures up, and we're gonna have a smash or pass, Paul and Tommy. Is what's gonna
Smash or pass, Paul and Tommy.
smash or pass.
Yep. All right, so now it's our
B's
turn
not
to
allowed to vote.
It's our turn to fight back.
No. Okay, who do you want to fire first?
Doesn't matter. Start firing. Like, the guy who's dead should hit something. None of these guys can shoot anything.
Well, we can shoot at the awesome. That's what we were gonna target, right?
Yeah, this guy's
So,
gonna shoot the awesome.
The awesome. So he's gonna be at base 4.
'Kay.
Medium range is 6. The awesome went for 1 is 7. Partial cover is 8.
I'll roll these.
Okay, so the bulldog is at 2 dice. We can overheat him, I think. Here. Oh no, you can't overheat vehicles because
2 dice.
Yep.
8s.
8s.
Bum bum ba-da. One. One hit. So one hit on the awesome. Where's my awesome? There it is. Oh man, he's got a lot of armor. Clink.
Oh, he's an 80-ton assault mech. All right, next. Our other bulldog has.
Jason says smash or pass. 20 photos apiece. Loser buys dinner.
There you go. I'll win this all day long.
Yeah,
All
but
day
you can't
long.
use photos from 20 years ago, and neither can
I'll
I.
use photos from like the last 2 days.
Yeah, just show the picture of your back, the broken stairs. Okay, so this guy can't shoot shit, so he's done. We'll take that
Yep,
out.
he's good. All right. We will go to the pair of Brutuses. What can these Brutuses annihilate here? 2 of them up front. What do we want? We can fire. No, we can't. We can fire at the
So this
awesome.
Brutus can't fire at the awesome because it's level 2 cover. This Brutus can.
No, let's gang up on somebody. I want to put 10 dice on somebody.
Well, you can't shoot this. You can't shoot this. You
They
can't
can-
shoot this. This Brutus can only shoot Waco.
Okay. So
And
he's at-
technically, the other one is covered by double.
Okay.
So you can only shoot Waco.
Okay. So first one, he's going to be at 4, 6. Waco went for 1 is 7. Partial cover is 8s. So
All right.
he's at medium range. so
5
it's
dice at
5
8?
dice on 8s. Yep.
2, 3, or 5 dice at 8s. Here we go. We got 1, 2, 3. 3 hits on Waco.
Nice. The second Brutus is going to murder the Whitworth.
It's going to shoot the Whitworth?
Yeah.
All right. 5 dice
so
on.
it's going to be you be on the exact same thing. 8s. Whitworth went for a +1, right? Yeah, 8s. He's got partial
2,
cover.
3, 4, 5. Okay, miss, hit, 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits. What's the Whitworth? Oh, that's still got armor. Okay.
Good. That's those two. So we go to the Scorpions. Scorpions. What's
This one can't shoot anything. No.
yeah,
This one
Scorpion can fire at the. No, not quite.
This Scorpion can fire at the Centurion. The Scorpion can fire at the Whitworth.
Whitworth.
All right.
So the Scorpion light tanks at medium range are 2 dice. They're going to be on the same thing. 8s.
2 dice at 8s.
Yep.
Wham. 1 hit.
Nice.
So that takes care of the Whitworth's armor. Clink. Done.
Scorpions are done. We will go to the Riflemen. The Rifleman can see Waco. Might as well pummel Waco. He's taking damage this turn.
Yeah, go for it. How many dice are we rolling?
The Rifleman
3?
at medium range is going to be 2 dice, and he's going to be on 8s as well.
Wow. Ooh, almost a crit. 2 hits.
Nice.
Waco. Jose can Waco is taking 2. He's half past his armor.
Okay, so the Rifleman is fired.
Half past his armor.
Battlemaster. Will
Battlemaster
fire at the
can
Centurion.
Battlemaster can fire at the Centurion, and yeah, that's it, really.
Centurion. So he's going to be at 4, 6, trees
7,
and cover,
8,
7, 8,
9,
9,
10.
10s. Yep.
How many?
And he's at medium range, the Battlemaster, so
Yep.
he's going to be on 3 dice.
2 dice for 10s. Got 1.
Hmm?
Centurion takes an Uno.
And
Clink.
the Wolverine will do the same thing
Yeah.
at the Centurion.
Yeah. How many dice?
He is going to be at medium range. He's at 2 dice.
At 10s as well?
Yep.
Bam. Nothing.
And the Irby can fire at him as well.
1 dice?
1 dice at medium range. Irby
Missed.
misses.
Of course he does. Is that everybody?
Then we got Hetzers over here. Can the Hetzers see anything?
Hetzers can't see anything.
Nothing, nothing.
Nothing.
There we go. We're going to go to initiative.
Dun, dun.
So
Dun,
Beskar.
dun, 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 dun,
I
dun,
love the premise
dun,
that they are a
dun.
civilization of people genetically bred, even the civilian caste, to travel the sea of stars and our understated evil necessity. You're talking about Sea Fox?
Seafox.
I hate Sea Fox just on the premise
Everyone
that
loves Seafox.
they replaced
All right, here we go.
Comstar.
Here we
Screw
go.
those guys.
Here we go.
I'm going to use blue dice this time.
All hail Blake.
I got an 8.
Oh, you won again. Loser. Loser. People are paying for you to lose. Come on, you can't let the audience down. See, he always lets people down, guys.
2s. Beat you with
So
a
we'll say
deuce.
pass instead of smash.
I-
Okay, well, I guess they go first. The first on the list this time round is the Crusader. He's a little tired of not being. Oh, I lied. The Centurion at 11. He's like, I gotta get the hell out of there. Centurion. Oh, I lied. First things first. Star Captain. The Star Captain. Strategy decisions at the beginning of the round.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There.
If your objective is complete. Nope. If there is an enemy in your rear arc. Nope. If there are enemies with no armor.
Yeah.
Yes, the Whitworth. Oh, that's us.
Yeah. Yeah, you destroyed the. Yeah, the Brutus still has 2 points.
It's gonna go B.
Well,
it still has 2 points of armor?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not gonna go
So
B.
it's going to go to the last one.
Then
which
it
is
is
you
going to
lost 1
say
unit.
if you lost PV worth more point values with units. That's not true. Oh, Paul just spilled a drink, guys. Paul spilled a drink.
It's not alcohol, so it's
Wait. Oh, I can barely see it. Look, he's cleaning.
I'm cleaning.
He's cleaning his drink. He spilled it.
You can't see it. I'm off camera. It is all good. I've cleaned. Oh, I missed.
Oh, that was good.
That would have been 2 for 2.
I dodged back. just in time.
Dodge the wet Kleenex.
Okay, so it wants to go. No, it's if there are any enemies with no armor, so it's gonna go C, which is like super weird. Hold on. No, it's actually not the worst. All right, we're going Star Captain C, baby. All right. First on the list, then going back to Crusader. Crusader, it's aggressive. If there are any activated enemies within 24, which is a lie. Balanced. If there are any enemies within 24, that is effective. It would like to ground, move, / jump, which it doesn't jump, to target the red enemy within 18. Everything here is within 18.
Correct.
The red enemy for this one is lowest TMM, which would be these guys.
They're all ones.
Occupy woods or one depth of water, cover from the greatest amount of enemies, and will try to get in line of sight, which he currently already exists all that. But I think the correct option here is, because he knows he wants to get into that target, but
This is
all
the
those
Vulcan again? Centurion.
he's in trouble.
Yeah. Moving first.
Yeah, I think he's going to retreat to the woods because he still wants to stay within his range. There. He's still got line of sight on everything he needs to see.
Cool.
All right, there's the Centurion. Moved. TMM'd. We got to move
What do
now.
you think we should do here?
I don't know. It's kind of a rough one. We actually took more damage this turn than they did. Here, hand me your nuts.
I'll hand you my nuts. Cereal.
I want to try these. What are these, pistachios?
They're pretty strong.
Oh, they smell strong.
They're potent. Potent nuts.
Mmm. What flavor is this? Dry roasted chili lime pistachios with Tajin. Oh my God, they're like all dressed chips for pistachios.
They're an assault of the senses.
They're pretty good. Okay.
Those Hussars, press their infantry.
What are you going to move? 6?
That's what I'm double checking. They move 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't just get in there.
Yep, press them.
Good use of Hetzers. Right? It's good use of Hetzers. Just make them go after the shitty infantries. Big Red.
Red hates Sea Fox too.
He hates everything.
Red?
Except for me.
He hates Sea Fox.
He doesn't hate me.
Sea Fox is lame.
He hates everything else, though.
The only thing
I missed Red already. All right.
Red would hate more than Sea Fox is the Sea Fox built and sold lamb.
You had to bring the lamb in again. Jesus Christ. Okay. Aggressive. We're now moving the Crusader. Crusader says, if a unit has any armor and they are within sight. Wait. If a unit has any armor and there are any targetable activated enemies within 24. Is that targetable?
Not in sight.
Doesn't say sight, it just says targetable.
It's not targetable yet.
Within 24? It's an active enemy within 24. It means the Crusader is going to move toward it
Okay, yeah, this one.
to target it,
Yeah.
right? That's what he wants to do. It makes sense that the Crusader is now going to come support the infantry, which is awesome, by the way, Josh. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look at that.
Ames. He's going to drop the plans right now.
There we go. Crusader moves in to support the battle. Boom. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. What do you want to move here? That was a Crusader?
Yep.
Screw the Crusader, man. Come the Doom Buggies.
What are they going to do? They can't shoot anything.
They can. 1, 2. We do 1 point of damage at medium range.
Just let you know. They can't see him.
Yeah,
That
they
one can.
Partial cover.
No, they cannot. This guy can.
This guy can?
This has partial cover. This guy cannot see him. If
Now
you do that, they can.
Now they can.
Yeah, if you want to be cheap. Which we do. Now they can.
Vroom, vroom up. Turn these guys around so they don't go like they're backwards. Here we go. What's more pistachio?
No, those are my pistachios now. Henny would approve that I get them and you don't.
Well, I'm going to unhook and go grab a piece of pizza if you don't have it.
There is pizza upstairs still, isn't
I
there?
know.
Okay, let's get back to the game instead of just having a food fest.
All right.
Oh, it's next Friday. Okay,
Bad
good.
guys.
We got to play early next Friday because I need to go home so Sick can go watch The Little Mermaid on stage. Where are we?
Bad guys.
They're not bad. The Jedi are bad from a certain point of view. Okay, the Battle Master, Waco himself. If any unit has armor greater than any enemy's damage rating,
If Waco has more armor than any enemy's
if
damage,
any unit has armor greater than any enemy's damage rating,
if any unit, yeah, has more armor, which is yes.
the most damage rating.
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't understand this. If any unit has armor,
He's a brawler, right?
yeah.
What it's saying is that if I have more armor than you can dish out damage, I'm coming at you and I'm staying aggressive.
If I have more armor than you can discard, oh, that's not good for him though, because he has 3 armor left.
Yeah.
So no, he's not going to go after those guys
That's right.
because he knows that those tanks are going to rock him.
That's right.
That makes sense. So are there any enemies within 30? Yes. So he's going to go balanced. He would like a ground move and get target on the yellow target. Yellow target is the lowest TMM, which are the tanks, within 10, which is this guy. He would like to get medium target and keep allies within 6 inches. He would like to target that and get cover from the greatest amount of enemies.
So he's 3.
He moves 8. You know where he's
4,
going?
5.
Oh, he's going here.
Oh.
6, 7, 8. He's going here. Right here.
He can come
Here.
there too.
Here.
But if he goes here,
But if he goes here, he gets
Yeah.
like a nice. He gets a crossfire.
Yeah. either or's the same.
Right here. Into the trees. I think that's where he goes.
I know
'Cause
you're out here.
Currently, right now, there's like no line of sights on him, so everything's gonna have to move to try and target him. And he's trying to goat us out, right? All right. Next up.
Best car. You know what my favorite mech is?
Yeah, the Irby.
No.
Yeah, your favorite mech is the Irby Lamb.
No.
You told me that it's the Irby Lamb.
For Paul, it's the Phoenix Hawk Lamb. For Thomas, it's the Highlander.
Yeah, Highlander is the best mech ever. Prove me wrong. Okay, what's next? There you go. We have to move.
So I think we should sweep.
See, check this out. If I had moved here like Paul wanted me to, those tanks could swarm him and crush him. Now they have to go over there and then they just get hosed. I know how to play this game.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Still don't get line of sight.
Now he does.
No, he doesn't. Look.
From here?
No, he does not.
Yeah,
It's
partial
it's
cover.
cresting here.
Yeah.
No.
You still can see half his body.
No, he cannot.
You can.
He cannot.
You can. He can see half his body. True line of sight. I'm looking at it.
No. If you're going center base to center base,
I
he's
can
covered.
see half. I can see half his body.
I disagree, but that's fine.
I can see half his body.
This is why you win.
It's a 2.
Paul cheats.
I can see from here down, across from. But you have partial cover.
But if I do laser, it goes across the top, which means it's level 2 cover. How does that count?
So the
Center-
level, the
center-
level, two,
center
the
or
level,
center?
no, the level 2 cover is only covering half his body.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bench is cool.
His arm and his left arm, left leg, left torso are all exposed.
They are remaking the Highlander movie. All right. Next on their list is the Marauder.
They are remaking Highlander. Yeah.
The Marauder. Are there any activated enemies within 24 of the Marauder?
I think it's
Yes. Okay.
Henry Cavill's the new Highlander.
Ugh, gets everything. I love Henry, but come on. We don't need him for every role. Are there any inactivated enemies within 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, it's going to go to balanced.
Mhm.
Would like to ground move toward the lowest TMM within 14, which would be here.
Correct.
No enemies within 16. He'd like to keep it. Oh, he wants to play the mid game. He's going here.
He's a 1.
7, 8, 9. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No, that's 8. It costs him 2 to go up and 1 into it, so it's 3.
That's still good. He's gonna go there.
Yeah.
Marauder's playing the long game. Next up is
Why am I hearing about Henry Cavill? Cavill, because Cavill's going to be playing the new Highlander, I believe.
Sam Witwer is our man. I like Sam. Actually, Sam Witwer's he did a lot for Lynn Vander in the early days, believe it or not. Sam Witwer was awesome. He serious story. I don't even think he realizes this, but years ago when Lindvander was on the brink of just basically not existing, longer story behind that. We were at Origins Game Fair. Our Lindvander booth this is 2014, by the way. Sam was the guest at Origins, and his booth was beside Lindvander's booth, and we were bringing him coffee and hanging out with him every day. And he was promoting our board game, Albion's Legacy, in 2014, first board game we ever made. And he was pushing it for us to the point where we didn't know how to get home that con because we were so poor and like young and dumb. And Sam pushed the sales for us to the point where we were able to sell our game out enough to pay for our expenses and to get home. So Sam, helped us. So I owe a lot to him. His brother is doing a bunch of book stuff that Six Sides has filmed a lot of content for. So we're kind of connected to the Whitworths a little bit, and I appreciate that guy a lot. And I'm glad that he's on Battletech. And Freddie Prince is cool beans. I know he's been doing a lot of Battletech support, and he's extremely excited about Aces.
I followed him on Instagram the other day. I see he's been painting.
Yeah, he's all into
for
it.
the last.
I love these like big movie guys all into games like this.
And we're gonna have to slap them around though in tabletop warfare. That's
what are you talking about? It's Aces. I'm gonna work with Freddie Prince.
No.
Anyway,
we're gonna play them head to head.
Sam and I are gonna play a game, and we're gonna go.
Them.
Sam and I are gonna play a game against the AI.
Yeah.
Anyway, Marauder went. We have to go.
Well, you've met Darth Maul. Awesome.
We have to go.
All right. So, what do we want to move here?
A mech or a tank.
We'll move the urban mech.
Sure, it could be a good sync.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I just want to get him in there to get shot at.
Well, he's got to get an area that he can.
Next is the Miss Elbow Whitworth. Sam Whitworth says he would like to be aggressive. He sparks his lightsaber, and he's going to Star Killer his way across the field. If there are any activated enemies within 24 and no activated enemies within 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, 11, 12. Oh, balanced. Are there any activated enemies?
See, the urban mech has prevailed.
He's now making it go cautious.
See? Scared of the Irby.
So he wants to... Yeah, you're scaring the Whitworth back. And he would like no line of sight of all enemies, and he would like to keep them all within 16.
He backed off.
He's literally backing away from the Irby. This is ridiculous.
That's fantastic news.
This
Fantastic.
Stupid.
I like it.
It's so dumb.
Yes.
Where's he gonna go? 16. That's 12.
He's gonna go toe to toe with a pair of Brutuses. The urban mech steps around the corner. He's like, "Fuck that! I'm out of here."
He's going right here. He is out of sight of everything. He's going right there.
Wow.
Unbelievable. You're right. It is the worthless. Just took off from an Irby. He got intimidated by an Irby. How funny is that?
Fantastic.
That's horrible.
Okay, we're gonna have to start tactically moving these tanks here now. So they have to move their Warhammer and Awesome still, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have our
The Battlemaster.
Battlemaster.
Sorry, the Warhammer, the Awesome have to move still.
Yeah.
The Grasshopper.
No, it's not a
Sorry,
Grasshopper,
the Vulcan has to move, and then the tanks have to move. So
the infantry.
you got to move your tanks now.
No, we're gonna move.
Why are we running out of people here? They've got 1, 2, 3, 4 to move. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, go.
5. We have 5.
5. Yes, we have to move.
I don't want to move them yet. I'm gonna move them last. Let's move the
most underrated mech.
Rifleman.
The most underrated mech. I think underrated. The Guillotine.
Underrated? The Flashman.
Flashman's pretty good, yeah.
Like people love the Flashman. The Flashman is deadly.
See, he's going after Waco, eh?
Or he can fire either direction, right?
Right. Okay. Next on the list
I'll make
is
him
the
face
Awesome.
this way, actually. He's gonna face that way.
So you can shoot him as well. Yeah. Awesome. Are there any activated enemies within 18 of the Awesome? Yes, Irby. Are there any if there are no activated enemies within 6? That's correct. Good. So he is going to move and try to target the activated enemy that is yellow, and yellow is lowest TMM, but he's going to go. He's going to go after the Irby.
Flashman is really good.
Highest starting armor. He is
Some
going after
some
this.
of the blackjack variants are really underrated as well. The Yagermech's decent.
How far does the awesome move? 6. He's a slow boy.
I know people don't like it, but the Hollander is underrated because people don't use it properly. Especially, you should be using them in pairs. A pair of Hollanders, park them on a ridge.
1, 2, 3.
Use it as lane denial and make your opponent make a decision. You're going to go deal with the 2 light Gauss rifles sitting parked in the woods, or you're going to let them continue to fire 30 points of damage for multiple turns into your main attack force. Hollander gets a good honorable mention there for underrated.
There we go. Awesome has moved.
All right, so that Battlemaster.
I agree with the Flashman. Yeah.
8. Battlemaster can come around to the position where the
Can fight the awesome.
where the rifleman was.
Yeah, he can fight the awesome and the marauder. Well, he can get shot as well, but okay. Next on the list, so they've got 3 things to move. So the Warhammer's going next. Warhammer would like to know, are there any activated enemies within 18? Yes, the Irby triggers that. So he would like to ground move, targeting the enemy that is yellow.
The clans don't have mechs. They're not part of this conversation. Boo clans. Boo.
There he goes. Warhammer's done.
Warhammer's done. Okay, so everybody on that side of the board's moved now. Now we can start moving our tanks. What do you want to do with these Brutuses? Who do we want to pawn it? They have to move their Vulcan still, right? That's it.
Yep, the
No,
Vulcan
I'm not
and the
worried.
infantry.
I'm not worried about the Vulcan. So who do we want to murder with these?
Waco?
These Brutuses?
Want to kill Waco just to piss him off?
Oh, that would be hilarious. Yeah. They move.
We have to move 2 now. 'Cause we
Yeah.
have 1 left. 2 left. And there's 3 units to move on
They
there, so
have 1, 2,
3.
3. We have 3 left. The Brutuses move 6.
So we have to move 1. They move 1.
Yeah.
We move. Yeah. Okay. No, we're
But
pretty
we're
good.
moving in pairs, right?
Yeah, we're
So
pretty good.
move them 6 that way and keep them out of
1,
line of
2,
sight from the other
3,
guys
4, 5. Well, how do you do that?
along the ridge line here. If they're up against this, they can't see them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They'll get him in. Oh, they can.
Yep.
No, they
And
can't.
then the other guy can go right here.
That's still gonna get. That's gonna get a shot by a few of them, but that's fine. That'll get the Warhammer. That'll get all of them can get shots on this one.
So
It's
he
fine,
can
though.
go here.
You can't shoot over there then.
Not quite. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
You want to sack him?
Put the damaged Brutus
What's this
out
guy
there.
gonna be?
Put the damage. Just flip him around. Yeah. Damaged Brutus can be in line of sight.
Okay.
Let's save the
And
other one.
then what about this guy? Oh, he doesn't move yet.
We don't have to move anybody else yet.
All right. So they're ones. Okay, put ones there. The scout, the Vulcan. If the ideal yellow has activated, and the unit can move behind it. What is my ideal yellow? Is lowest TMM, lowest movement value. Who's that? The Vulcan cannot get behind him.
Sorry, say that again. I was reading the
The ideal, the lowest movement value.
Urban Mac. The Irby.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Fear the
12.
Irby. Can't go there because the Urban Mac's blocking the way.
Make him jump.
Oh, you can jump?
If he jumps here, then he'll get shot by this, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he cares though, because that's the only thing that can shoot him is that.
Just jump behind the Urban Mac.
I think he might want to jump behind the Urban Mech.
He saw the Urban Mac threaten and intimidate the Whitworth out of the gates. He jumps behind it.
Because the jump behind
Damn
means
you.
he would like to occupy woods if possible. He can't get that far.
No.
Could he?
That's fine.
Could he
There's
jump here? He'll get woods. If he jumps here, he'll get these woods from that guy. So yeah, he'll go here. Will he be behind the Urban Mech still?
He's technically behind him. He's not in the rear arc. Oh, that's a ledge? Yeah, he's in the rear arc then.
But he's not. Irby's not going to be able to shoot him.
No,
He gets behind him.
Irby does not have rear, I don't think. No,
Okay, so he can shoot him from behind then.
that's correct.
All right, perfect. He gets the rear arc on him, and he gets cover from that. And the infantry can't see him either. But if he goes here, the infantry can't see him, right? If he goes here, the infantry can't see him. You know what? He's going to go here. right behind, almost base to base. And what's his jumping thing for the Vulcan? It'd be 3. You gonna go after the Vulcan?
Be with the Scorpions. Yep. There's
Oh,
one.
shit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Technically,
8.
he could go like this. That would be his placement,
That's
so
fine.
you don't get rear on him.
Um,
Can't shoot anything there. They don't have to move to. They don't have to stay together to
they
move,
don't
right?
have to. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's gonna pull back around because we have a prolonged fight here.
It's true.
Right.
Uh-huh. And then this is the last one to move, but he gets to move at the end. And I'm going to move the infantry now. And the infantry, the line holder, nice. The infantry is going to move aggressive if there are any activated enemies within 12, which agrees. They would like to jump toward the target star, which is lowest starting armor, highest TMM. Lowest starting armor would be these guys, right?
Yes.
They want to jump into combat with these guys?
Mm-hmm. They're not jumping. They're driving.
They're driving.
Yep.
They
They're in
move
jeeps.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Would they go base to base?
Yeah, infantry, baby.
They're moving in.
We got a cat fight. Beautiful. Infantry are fighting, but our Hussars are going to murder.
Well, hold on. Let me read this here. Would like to. It wants to shoot these things,
So if it goes base to base with them, that's fine.
right? Because it says here it would like to jump. Well, in this case, it would default to ground movement to target the activated enemy within 6. So it would actually target these guys
Activated with the lowest armor, though, I thought it was, right?
first. What's the armor for those? Activated. No, the it's just choosing aggressive if they're within 12.
Okay.
They're actually going within group 6.
Yeah, then they're gonna go attack the Hussars, but they're gonna want to go behind the Hussars.
No, you're right. Well, wait. So if they're targeting within 6, the 6 zone, that's these guys.
Yeah.
They're the only mech
So
within
that's
6,
what
so
they're
they are
going.
going after them.
Yeah. There you go.
They can't get in there. Can they get in there?
It doesn't matter.
It's a half hex. Whatever. They're in there.
Just put them in there. There we go.
All right. And these guys do anything good? What do they do? Ambushers?
If they were mechs,
They have CAR 6 and AM.
AM is anti-mech, so you can't roll crits. There's no critical vehicle table. If it was a mech though, and they're base to base, every time they do a point of damage, they
Right.
roll up.
Well, they're in there. Ambushers are moving in. They're going to get their asses
And then we
kicked.
have our last bulldog to move.
Where's he moving?
I don't know. You tell him. You tell me.
He can go over and try to take out Waco, or he can try to take on this Centurion. Or he can go come around and try and...
Nothing else can see him other than Waco right now, right?
That's right.
He's gonna leave him sitting there. We're gonna pump Waco.
No move? No move. Okay.
Scummy.
Here we go. Time to shoot.
Bad guys first.
11. The Centurion. The Centurion has a couple of shots. That's some weird firepower for the Centurion. Where's my laser? Where'd my laser go? There it is. Centurion.
They're motorized, Jason, not mechanized.
Oh, they can't move any. Oh, the motorized one's dead. The Centurion can shoot the rifleman. It can also shoot the Irby with no cover. Irby has no cover, which means it would like to shoot target within 24. Is that within 24?
Yes.
Yeah, it's within 24.
Yep.
Rear, can't shoot rear. Red command list, lowest TMM. That's
They're
both of
plus
them.
ones, yeah.
You
Can only see one, anyways.
can see both. You can see the Irby.
Oh, you can see the Irby.
I think I'll shoot the
Irby. I don't think it. Josh, I told me it defaults to the closest if there's still.
Yeah,
five.
it's always so he'll shoot the Irby.
Good.
Okay, so Centurion's tossing 3 dice at the Irby at skill 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll roll.
Mhm.
Ready?
Yep.
Boom! Irby takes 1, 2.
Irby might be dead. No, Irby's got one armor left.
Really?
Mhm.
How much structure does it have?
He's got one external, 3 internals left.
It's crazy. Next on the list is the Crusader. Crusader's going to see if he can pop lock and drop some of these tanks here. Target within 24. Something target has ally has targeted this turn, but it won't shoot that.
Nope.
Command list lowest TMM, which would be all this. So it's going to target
Closest, so,
this mech there. It's short range.
Mm-hmm. This is the infantry or the Crusader?
Short range, shooting 2 dice. Its skill is 3. 4s to hit, which means it will. So it's TN 4 or less. Use maximum overheat, so 2 sets of dice. So it's throwing 4 dice at
blues
4s.
Will be the overheat.
4 dice at 4s. Oh, I can't believe you failed one.
I actually missed.
Unbelievable.
With 1. So that's 3 points of damage on the first Hetzer.
Yeah, you got that. Sorry. Yeah, on the first Hetzer. Yeah. It's pretty good.
Took out his armor.
Well, now the infantry's gonna crawl in there and drop some grenades. Hey Richard, welcome to the stream, my friend. Okay, so the Crusader is fired. Next on the firing squad is 213, the Battlemaster. Who's Waco shooting at? Waco would like to target within 6. Nothing. 24. So the broad range of everything here. Rear, nothing. Command list, lowest TMM.
Lowest TMM, so it's going to be closest. So it's going to be firing at the tank in front of him.
The wounded tank.
Yeah.
All right. So he is throwing 3 sets of dice at skill 2, medium range, 3, 4, 5s.
I'll roll red, white, and
Hold
blue
on.
for Waco.
Maximum overheat. He's going to drop overheat, so 4 dice at 5s.
Red, white, and blue for the Rangers. Hit, 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 and hit.
4 hits. That's probably a crit.
Gone. It's the wounded one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's a Brutus he's firing at,
Yeah,
right?
the wounded Brutus.
So it's going to be, how many did I hit? 4?
5.
1, 2.
4, yeah.
Yeah, so roll critical.
4. Which I think is an engine hit.
I believe so. We'll double check it. Richard, how you doing tonight, my friend?
You don't have the cheat sheet thing here?
I got it right here. 4 is fire control. Oh, sorry. Vehicle is fire control hit.
Yeah, so he's useless now. But still alive. And that's Waco. Who's going to go up on heat next turn. Next, 345 is the Marauder. 24 away. Marauder, 24 away. He can shoot this. Sorry. This is the... How much armor do these guys have?
The Brutuses?
Yeah.
That one's got 2 internals left. The damage.
No, how much do they have normally?
Oh, normally they have 9 total. 5 external, 4 internal.
Okay, so he saw that this is the wounded one he should have shot. They're the same distance. He would have gone for the wounded one. So the Marauder's going to shoot this wounded one, which might take him off the board.
Yeah, he's got 2 points left.
All right, Marauder is rolling 3 dice at 4, 5, 6, 7.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 dice at 7s, please. And we'll use overheat 1, it says, but there's only 2 externals left.
Yeah, and 2 internals.
So he'll throw 1 extra set of dice in there. So 4 dice at 7s. Dead.
2. Yep.
Dead.
3.
And we'll mark him at
Did
3
3.
1. Just enough to
That
kill him.
got him. So we lose a Brutus. It's good.
Next on the list, Waco's fired. 352. That would be the Whitworth. The Whitworthless could only have shot that mech, so now can shoot this one.
Who's doing it?
Nope, can't see it. Whitworth.
Whitworth can fire at.
So actually, hold on.
Can't fire at anything.
So hold on. This was an untouched mech. So the 4 damage that Waco put in went into the untouched mech.
We put it into the wounded one and killed it.
Okay.
So he's dead.
I think we screwed that up. All right. No big deal. Whitworth has no fire. It would basically be firing at the same spot.
So the Whitworth can fire at really nothing.
No, it's nothing it can shoot at.
No. Unless somebody wants to spot for him.
Does he have IF?
The infantry over there.
He
no.
does have IF.
No, you don't want the infantry to do it. It only does one in what does
He doesn't
IF 1, right?
He's not firing.
Yeah.
He's not firing. It's all good. Next on the shooting list is 475. The Awesome's going to take a shot. Awesome's got multiple targets it can shoot. Awesome can shoot the Irby. Awesome can shoot the Battlemaster. Awesome can shoot Awesome can shoot that tank there, because you can see the front half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just out of range. Or the Battlemaster. But let's see.
Go to the other cam there.
Which cam?
The beer belly cam.
That one.
The other one.
No, I like this one.
You don't like the beer belly cam?
People can see my beer belly here.
Oh, okay.
People can invade Thomas here. So the Awesome would like to shoot within 6, nothing within 6, but 24. Something that an ally has attacked this turn, which would be the Irby. But would like to go after the lowest armor, which is the Irby.
Mhm.
I can't believe that the Awesome is wasting its firepower on
You
the
can
Irby.
roll and just move your dice tree up a tiny bit, and then it's in the camera shot. There you go. See?
Okay. The Irby. So I'm rolling 3 sets of dice. At the Awesome is a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9s. So 3 dice at 9s.
Yep.
Here we go. That would have been a nice 11. Oh well. 2 hits into the Irby.
Irby? That's a critical. Roll crit.
Still alive.
Yeah, he's got 2 internal left.
6 movement.
Is it movement? Weapon hit.
Did I say movement?
It's weapon.
Oh, I was guessing.
Yeah.
I was guessing. Okay, the Awesome's fired. Now it is the Warhammer's turn to fire. The Warhammer, right here, would like to target the lowest armor within 24, which is the Irby.
Yep.
So it's going to fire 3 dice at 4, 5, 6, 7s. 7s.
It's got 2 points left.
7s. Dead.
Dead?
No. 1 hit.
1 hit. Nice. Roll
That's
crit.
a crit. And let me see if he would have overheated. Yes, if the target number is 8 or less, he would have overheated
Overheat him.
1, and he has overheat 1.
Yeah, over him.
That roll I did got him.
Okay.
So he's dead. But he's also got a heat. So they're getting a lot of heat this turn. I'm marking off their heat as we go. Battlemaster's got heat too.
I've lost an urban back.
Oh yeah, it took their entire force to take an Irby out. That's not even good. The Vulcan. The Vulcan is firing in the back of the Irby. Nope, it's not. Because the Irby's dead. They would like to shoot at the highest armor. Command, it's got to shoot this thing.
That's fine. Scorpion?
Shooting the Scorpion. 2 dice at 4,
You roll.
5s. 6 is because he jumped. 2 hits. The tank takes 2. And lastly, the ambushers. Okay. Yeah, this guy's taking 2. He's dead? Oh, so he might kill the Vulcan, but it's a trade. And the last thing is the infantry. So the infantry, how do we do this? They're all just going to get their attacks? They're all in
Sorry, I
combat
had
with.
to unplug because I was going to sneeze and I didn't want to sneeze into the microphone.
I guess they're all going to just target. These 2 are going to target this one because if they kill it, then this one will target this one. So what do we do here? They all get 1 die.
Since nobody heard what I was saying, so I was unplugged. That Scorpion died in that exchange on those 2 points because it took 2 points on the first turn. So now we're back over to the infantry versus the Hussars, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the question?
How are they going to attack this? They just roll 1 die?
They just roll. Yeah, it's one
One at a time?
Yep.
Does it have any armor left?
So 3 sets of dice.
Does it-
They haven't been hit yet. So 3 sets of dice.
Didn't the Crusader hit him?
Oh, hit one of the Hussars, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one of the Hussars they're going to go after.
Yeah, one's got 2.
2 structure left?
Yeah.
All right, well, these 2 are going to roll first here because
Yeah.
if they kill it, then this one can
Yeah,
hit that one.
That's fine.
So what do I need? 4, 5s.
5s.
That's dead. You sneezed.
See, the sneeze
You
was
sneeze
like
came.
delayed action.
And then the last one's going to fire on this one. Hits. So 1 armor gone. So wow, the infantry took out a Hetzer.
We have
That's crazy.
we have had a bad turn here.
We lost a lot of mechs.
Waco.
Well, hopefully we'll kill Waco.
Well, the whole point of this entire thing, when Waco did it, was he actually doubled the size of his unit by taking out the Fed rats from the salvage, right?
Oh, he's really salvaging here. All right, well, that's all they're firing. It's your turn to fire back.
All right.
So let's do this here.
Okay.
Are you just gonna? Do you
can-
want all
you-
of this?
You can do
Do you want all of this to
mess.
fire
Oh, yeah,
here?
No, we're gonna mess up their
Infantry. Okay, well, this guy here is gonna hit them. What's like?
Well, actually,
They've
let's
only
take
got
let's take
3
out their-
health.
Let's take out their mech.
Well, here's the problem. These guys are gonna creep up and take all this out.
Okay, then. Hey,
What do you
sure?
think?
Go,
What do you think?
Go nuts.
You're the tough guy.
Go nuts.
You're the guy with bigger arms than me, but
Go
less of a
nuts.
size.
Go nuts. Hetzer.
Okay, I'll go nuts.
Infantry.
I'll go nuts.
Start with our infantry first, firing at the.
I'm going nuts.
Yeah, I think actually give me some. Our infantry.
These
should
are
fire
really
at them.
addictive.
I know.
Dry roasted chili lime pistachios.
So, do our infantry versus their infantry first.
Our infantry?
Yeah.
What are they throwing? You roll it.
They're the exact same. My dice tray's not on camera.
Okay, we can roll on this thing though.
I don't want to roll on this side.
Okay, fine. Well, how many are we rolling? 3?
Yeah, 3 touches.
What do they need?
It'll be 5s.
Same thing?
You actually missed.
I missed one. So that's 2 hits on one set of infantry?
Yep.
Well, you took out the armor of that immobilized platoon. All right.
And,
This guy's got no armor. Now this one here, you're going to hit that?
he's on 2 dice. Medium range of the Hetzer's 3 dice.
It's short range for the Hetzer.
Yeah, 3 dice.
Okay.
Going to be on same thing 5s. Oh, 7s. Because they get +1 for being.
That's enough to kill this one,
Yeah.
so it's dead. Since it's fired, we'll just take it off the board.
The other infantry unit, or the other Hetzer. Yeah, kill the other infantry.
Here?
Yeah.
There.
Give me on 7s again.
It has 7s. 1, 2. He doesn't kill the infantry. So this one's gone. This one's fired.
All right.
Nice.
Now,
They've all gone. Now I got. We shoot this guy.
yeah,
well, he can shoot Vulcan or-
No, Wolverine's going to shoot the.
Infantry.
No, shooting a mag.
Why don't we get this
Let's do
one
the
to shoot here
Scorpion
first and see what happens?
and then decide with the Wolverine.
What's the dice on the Scorpion?
Scorpion at short range? Going to be.
Stop chewing.
Where is he? 2 dice, but he's behind him. Oh no, he's not.
It's not.
So 2 dice.
Yeah.
He's going to be on 4 6s.
What, his TMM's 3.
Sorry,
He jumped.
7s.
1. The Vulcan takes its first armor.
How much armor does that have left?
He's got 2 armor left. 3 structure. That Vulcan's actually going to live.
No, the Wolverine's going to fire at him.
How many dice is the Wolverine throwing?
Wolverine.
Actually losing here, guys.
2 dice.
2 dice at
4 6 9s.
9s. Oh, critical hit. Bang! Only 1 hit, but a crit. You want to roll it? Oh, hold on.
Ching!
Look at this.
Cha-ching!
Why didn't we have the camera on it?
Double boxcar.
Jesus.
Unit destroyed.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh,
No Vulcan.
bye, Vulcan. You got your head shot off by the Wolverine.
Good night.
Nice try, bud. Oh, this is gone too. Irby's gone too. This whole thing is just disastered.
Yes. Irby hasn't fired yet, though.
Oh yeah.
And Irby now will fire at.
You might as well fire at the Centurion.
He gets 1 dice.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be on 6, 7,
5.
8.
Failed.
Now he's dead.
Useless Irby. The Irby Derby.
Our Battle Master.
We're playing Alpha Strike Aces. So you're right. Are you playing Alpha Strike or Aces? We're playing both.
So, Battle Master. You can see the awesome. You can see Waco.
Battlemaster against Waco would be 2 points of cover, 3 points of cover,
So
2 points of cover.
It would be
Battlemaster versus the
4,
Awesome.
6, 8, 9s.
Battlemaster versus the Awesome would be 1 point of cover.
So he's 9s there, or he's
8s here.
there. Awesome's taking damage already.
7s if he takes the Marauder. If he's within
Why is the
24.
Awesome taking damage though?
Awesome has taken a point of damage.
A point?
Marauder hasn't been touched.
I don't care about the Marauder.
You can also see the Warhammer, who also hasn't
How
taken
much armor
damage.
does Waco have left?
Waco has 3.
We're firing 3 dice on 9s or 3 dice on 8s.
Or 3 dice at 7s if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Who went
12,
medium?
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah. So 7s for if you want it, because he's got no armor or no cover. No, this would be cover. Yeah, never mind.
I say Waco on 9s because it's more.
Do it. Do it.
It's more of a.
Well, you got 1.
We got 1.
That's 1. That's
It's more of a what do you call it?
just
in
dice off
result,
table if you can get good crits on him, right? All right.
Rifleman on Waco.
Yeah. How many?
He's gonna. You can roll this one. He's on 3 dice.
No, you roll.
No, he's on 2 dice. Sorry, it's not a very
2
good-
dice on what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9s.
Miss it.
Actually, it's 8s, but
yeah,
yeah,
it's eight,
missed.
but, Scorpion can't fire. The 2 tanks on Waco.
I'll
So,
roll 1. You
3
roll 1.
tanks. 3 tanks over there.
Well, we'll roll this last
You-
one.
Okay, so
I'll roll 1.
the
You roll the other.
bulldog. I'll roll the bulldog. You roll the 2.
There's two of them. There's 5 dice, right?
Yeah, you can blow Waco off the board.
Are
I
they
don't
5
want
dice?
to murder my favorite guy.
5 dice.
So I'm on 2 dice.
Is it 5?
Yeah, I'm on 2. Hold on.
Okay. Well, let me shoot the first one first.
Oh, let the bulldog see if he can kill it. Come on, give the bulldog a
The
chance.
bulldog. This one here. He can't kill it. Let me get into armor with these guys or structure, and then the bulldog.
All right.
Come on. First one. What do I need?
He's gonna be at 4,
1. That's a miss.
6. He's gonna 4, 6, 7, 8.
3 hits. No, 2 hits.
He's got 1 armor left.
Jesus, he has no armor left at this point. But I have one more 5-point shot to shoot on him. We might actually
8.
kill him here.
Beskar, thank you very much for the donation. Another question to all: favorite BattleTech story, any medium?
2, 3. You got 3 more.
I'll
Yeah.
roll the crit.
Roll for crit. Boxcars.
Ooh.
9's nothing though, right? To the legs. 5 and 9.
I think it is. Certain tables in BattleTech, even after 34 years, I'll just never know them.
I think it's 5 and 9.
It's no critical.
Yeah, 5 and 9.
I'll just certain things.
remember,
I'll
9?
I'll never remember.
Just
and
remember,
this is one of them.
remember 9 in German is 9.
9.
9 is 9. No hits.
Okay, my 2 dice.
Favorite BattleTech story in any medium.
8s.
I haven't read any yet.
Miss.
Total miss.
Total miss.
Holy shit. How did
survived.
Waco survive that? With all those dice on the table, he still has 4 structure left. We
We just
theoretically
fired 12.
Yeah.
12
dice at him.
14, 17 dice at him because he fired at Waco. 17 dice.
and we still didn't kill him.
No.
That's why he's Waco.
17 dice on 8s and 9s though.
That's why he's Waco. Jose and Waco.
Um,
And no crit.
so that's that side of the board done. We have.
We're done.
We're done. Yeah, the Wolverine fired. We'll go to.
So now we got to take this guy off the field.
So before you roll initiative, you got to
Hold
go.
on.
You got to check
This
the.
guy's got to go off the field. We got to do cleanup now.
Yep.
Let's move all the tokens off. I think we're losing this match, Paul.
Oh, we're supposed to. No, we got to just try and.
But we're really losing this match. Like,
Mhm.
this is like a pathetic loss. I thought we would do a little better. This is like slam
No, we
town.
made up. We took out a mech.
Okay, well, we got to get reinforcements.
No, there's no. We're not. There's no giant lead ostrich. The lead ostrich.
There it is. There he comes. He turns his battle guns toward.
I look at this.
I'm
thing.
rolling 4 dice on 4s.
It's like Big Bird.
4 dice on 4s. Ready?
Yep.
The rifleman takes everything. He's dead. No, I'm kidding.
Snuffle up against the mech.
So do you want to do one more round, or are we good? Because I think we're done.
Well, yeah, we could let's chat for a little bit. And then
Let's chat for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we definitely are losing this match. We got a chance to see these decks activate. If we go to the next round, it would say, Star Captain, I'll read the instructions on the captain card. It says, if your objective is complete. I guess it's getting close, but it's not there yet.
Not big.
if you lost less point values worth of units, which is true, it goes to A.
It goes to A?
Yeah, it's going to like aggressive because I know we didn't lose. I know we lost less point values worth of mechs. We only lost in this entire round. We only lost 1 infantry. Our guys lost an Irby and 2 tanks. Sorry.
So we had a Brutus, a Bulldog, a Scorpion left, and like we got.
This is impossible to beat.
Yeah.
With what we have
over there. Yeah.
We'd have to get super lucky with our rolls.
Not getting rid of Waco was a.
Yeah, if we had killed Waco, then we would have had a waking chance.
Yeah.
Earthquake Johnson's in the house, drops a super chat and says, "Long time no see, Waco's Rangers." Yeah.
Rangers for the win.
Waco's Rangers.
Rangers
Leroy
for the win.
Jenkins.
Rangers for
Well,
the win.
you just missed it, my friend. We just threw, what was it, 17 dice?
Yes.
17 dice at Waco, and he survived, including structure criticals, getting 9s and missing. So,
But the Fed Rats did kill a Vulcan.
Ranger. What's that?
Yeah. We
Sorry.
killed the Vulcan.
Oh yeah, they lost the Vulcan. That's right. Sorry, we lost.
We got a Vulcan.
We got a Vulcan, folks.
Nice.
We got a Vulcan.
Yes.
Oh, there's that membership with my death skull face.
Oh God.
Yeah, look at that face.
Yeah,
I
look
make.
at that.
That's my face, by the way, guys. So if you're a member of the channel,
Thankfully, mine's
you
not
can
on
show
there.
off my face as an emoji. That's if there's ever incentive to not be a member of this channel, there is one right there. Devin was like, if we make your embarrassing face an emote, people will buy memberships just to embarrass you. I'm like, no. And then he puts it up and our memberships went right up. So yeah, the man, the myth, the legend, 17 dice can't stop me, brother. Oh yeah. Well,
I guess we got question time.
question
there
time,
for-
hangout time. We always do what we like
for
to do,
Thomas.
which is we put the mechs up that are the MVPs.
There's
Here we
Wayne.
go. Ready?
Yeah, Wayne's there, and the Irby.
Well, who else is the MVP?
Mm.
Probably these guys, because these guys kicked ass.
Oh yeah, the little infantry dudes.
There you go. Those are the MVPs of the match.
The little infantry dudes.
I gotta say, I'm pretty excited about these aces cards. They're pretty slick. People want me to tip them this way. You want me to tip them this way? Yeah, you want to see that?
Just a little.
People are freezing the frames. Yeah, it's you're right. It does read like a playbill. Look at that. It does read like a playbill. It's just like symbol slash symbol 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 number 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 symbol. It's awesome. Oh God, what's going on here?
No, it wasn't Beskar's Irby today. It was just a generic.
No, it
one.
was Beskar.
Oh yeah, because it died. It's the Australian
This guy.
military. The Australian military at its finest.
It was the Australian haka. They're like hook.
That's New Zealand, isn't it?
Is it?
I think that's New Zealand.
Is that New Zealand?
Yeah.
Did I
the
just-
All Blacks.
Did I just completely be
The all-
stupid?
I think it's the All Black rugby team that does that.
No.
Yeah, that's pretty sure.
Well, who's the Australian one? No, the Australians have the.
No, in Australia and Aussie rules football, they have the referees doing the silly thing with their fingers.
But who was the? No, it's rugby, not football.
Yeah, no, rugby is All Blacks. That's New
No,
Zealand.
that's not it.
The guys that do the warrior
The
chant,
haka dance.
Yeah, that is the All Blacks. That's New Zealand.
Is that New Zealand? I don't know if
100%.
it's all black, but is that New
No,
Zealand?
that's the name of the team, the All Blacks.
Oh, is that what it
I
is?
think their jerseys.
Oh, I thought you
are
were
All
like getting
Blacks.
us canceled by being an idiot.
No,
oh,
they're the All Blacks. See?
okay.
You learn something new every day.
I do when it comes to sports.
Yeah.
The
Beskar.
Kiwi have the haka. There it
Beskar,
is.
you're,
He's half
you're basically from New Zealand.
Yeah, Richard Durr is fixing me up here. There we go. All right, you guys are good. I love the pilot-specific flavor tactics. Yeah, these Star Captain cards, A, B, C, and D. The flavor is great. If your objective is complete, that was A. We were going to A at the end because basically the way the Captain card was reading was just like, are you basically romple-stomping them? Yes? Go all in. It's just like throw shit down and bang. Away you go.
The other thing too, we didn't play with it yet, is they are able to target objectives now.
Yes, they are able to target objectives, and we also have artillery rules.
Yes.
The artillery rules are interesting. I don't know if this infantry is the appropriate infantry deck, Because I know Josh has had to do some major modifications to the infantry
That's
deck.
an elemental infantry deck.
Oh, the elementals. Okay, never mind.
So it's like they want to jump, they ambush.
And
We're just using them for whatever infantry.
Beskar asks, how close is the deck to the final version of Aces? Okay, so if this is deck 8,
Yeah.
this is deck 8, we are one away from what is considered like. I'd say that if we released these decks into the public, like if we sold these in a box set,
they would be fine.
They would be amazing, but we would have to have some errata.
Yeah.
Right. So that's how close we are. If we were to wait until Catalyst starts doing their internal testing, like I know that Randall does some demonstrations and stuff, but Randall, Ray, everybody, they haven't gone in and done their actual test yet. They don't think they're even need to or going to, but when they do get their people testing it, we'll have Scroggins, we'll have a whole bunch of their gang playing and testing the rules. That will be the next iteration.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I know that Josh and I, and probably you and a few other people, will probably spend an entire weekend here going through everything on a major stress test. But until then, you and I are going to keep playing and testing the decks out, finding things. I will say that there's a lot less logic issues this time around than in the past. In the past, I've always kind of hid some of the discrepancies by me kind of just making stuff up as I go. But
the only thing, Josh, I know you're watching. You might have this answered already, but Henny and I encountered it last week, and it refers to how do you know if the AI is going to choose fire combat over hand-to-hand combat if something goes base to base with it. That was the one thing I remember from last week. It popped in my head. I think you have an answer for it already, but because I don't have the rule book and have never seen it, it's probably covered in there. But that's one thing for food for thought.
There were some questions about what ready for release. I can't say anything specific, and anything that I do say is obviously not canon. But there is you're not going to have to wait until the end of next year.
For what?
I'm just saying, like I can't imagine these boxes not coming out earlier than,
boats, Suez Canal, missiles being fired at the boats.
Yeah, okay, obviously, but I'm thinking
anti-missile systems.
If I have my way in like trying to massage the meat here to make sure that it's tenderized enough for veal, I don't know what I'm saying. I must be hungry. If I were to have any say in the delivery of it, I would like to have it for like Q1 or 2 for next year, likely Q2, which is like I'm not gonna say guaranteed, but I really would like it to be out next Gen Con.
6 to 8 months.
Next Gen Con for the world. Like publicly to the world would be a really big boon. I know that the pace in which it is being made now, it is going very quickly, and Catalyst has put a lot of their team behind like production. It's really going into production, but not production. That's the wrong word. But really, it's just we got to make sure that we have all of our specifics because we don't want Aces for Christmas confirmed by. No, this is not the case. I did not confirm anything. We here at
we have a squirrel.
Six Sides of Gaming and Limbander Studios do not express the interests and or truths behind what Catalyst Game Labs represents. The Catalyst Game Labs has complete authority over everything news-wise and date-wise, and anything that I say is complete malarkey until it is not.
Oh, hey, Randall, how you doing? He's in the chat.
Is Randall in the chat?
No.
That would be amazing if Randall was in the chat. I'd be like, Randall, why don't you answer these questions? Because then you can get yelled at for misinformation.
The question that everybody really wants answered is, when will we see the plastic Phoenix Hawk lamp?
Never.
Oh, it's coming.
The real question is, the password is lamb. It's like the question is, mech that Paul loves and Red hates. Lamb. You get the points. while Randall has appeared. That would be amazing if Randall appeared. Randall's on his tour still, and I think they're all like
No, I think he's on break for another week, and then he goes.
knee deep in the war zone of Gen Con. But we will be at Gen Con with Aces materials in hand. We'll be bringing all these decks down. I'm not sure what we're doing with Catalyst yet officially, but we will be doing some. I'm sure we'll be doing some Aces stuff.
Aces will be at every major convention for all of August.
There's only one convention.
There's a bunch of them.
No, there's only one convention.
Gen Con.
Done. Needs mention no more. I'm going to Dragon Con, but I won't be there.
Gen Con. The one we're doing up here in Toronto. We're going to be at CNE as well.
So we're not actually going to be streaming at Gen Con this year. We are going to be doing potentially doing a closed set. Where we're going to be recording from a private hotel studio, but we won't be streaming. We'll be recording content that will be uploaded to the channels.
Maybe too.
Paul might do some streaming from here, and then in which case we might get some people called in. That's a discussion. So for D&D, yeah, we'll be streaming D&D stuff, I believe. So there'll be lots of D&D content going out there. I know we're doing a whole bunch of stuff. If you get a chance to, if you're going to Gen Con, please go and look up Six Sides of Gaming. Take a look at all of our content. Rem is running Shadowrun. Feel free to grab some tickets for that. Grab some tickets for all of our D&D content. Devin's running his Design a Module. Grab some tickets there. Just go spend all your money on those tickets so that,
At Gen Con.
we can feed. But there you go. And listen, tonight's been great. You guys have been a lot of fun. The super chats and the memberships have been awesome. Just knowing that that's coming where it is immediately makes me go sick. I can buy another bag of these nuts for Paul to eat.
What do you mean Henny can buy another bag of these nuts for you to eat? We're eating his nuts.
No. Realistically, all of the funding that you guys put on this channel toward us goes 100% back into the production of the show. That includes everything we can get, as much support as possible to making all of these shows more of a reality, including Chumps Change, the newest show that's coming out, which Chumps Change is the Deadliest Dungeon. The survivors of the Deadliest Dungeon going into the real world, the real D&D Amaria, dealing with everything problematic. Oh gosh, we get some memberships. Oh, Beskar, another 5 memberships. Zigaro and Jake Raven, Sergeant Orc received a gift membership. Didn't Sergeant Orc gift memberships last time? Dr. Death and Brycey35. Thank you guys for all of the support of those memberships. Now all of you guys who just got those memberships, I believe can put my stupid emote face as an emote. Please feel free for all you members. Just spam it with a bunch of Tommy's faces.
I should get that by default.
Sucks. Well, become a member.
I am a member.
You're not a member.
I am.
Paul Clarkson is a member.
I'm the president of the fan club.
President of the I'm not just a member. I'm not just the president. I was a member too.
That's the old hair.
Is that what it was? Oh God, here we go. Dun 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 dun. The swarm of Tommy faces.
That is actually Speechless face there.
That's our Speechless face. Yeah. There we go. Oh my God, there's there we go. Someone's nice enough to put the Lynn Vander logo. Yep. Richard Durr. Nah, you always got my back, Richter. But then everyone else is spamming the Speechless Toms. Dun, 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 dun. We even got the new member, Jake Raven, coming in spamming. Dun, 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 dun,
I'm painting 40 mechs for my mercenary company.
What's that?
He's painting 40 mechs for his mercenary
Hell
company.
Yeah, that's great. Hey, what do you guys think of the idea of at Gen Con, Adepticon, all the big conventions that Catalyst goes to, where we do a world event where the story changes something, like Tukiat or something crazy, and then everybody who comes to this convention brings their own faction of mechs that you then play against the aces, and we all do it together, like an all-day grinder. We all play together, and the results of the game changes something in the universe for fun, and then after we can all go out and have beer. Wouldn't that be fun? You'd actually have to come to Adepticon, because it would be you and me and Josh. I'm sure we'll get Red out at some point. You can't use your land; it's all official. And then we'll go and we'll play. You can
my land won't be out there. It's completely legal.
Not in my world.
Oh, you don't own any world. That's good. I'll be whipping around, blowing things up. No.
I I don't know how to do that. Text to speech for super chat when. I don't actually know how to do that. Do you know how to do that? Devin knows how to do that. We'll just give Devin more work.
Yeah. Well, we got a few things we got to do this week, Devin and I. Sorry, next week. We're going to make it so Tommy and I have dueling stream decks over here.
That's
so
what we want.
we're gonna have dueling stream decks so we can
Ding, ding,
make
ding,
sound
ding, ding,
effects
ding.
and special effects and graphics on screen while we're talking and playing with you guys. So we can have some fun with that. We'll have that fifth camera up and working properly, so we can have split screen with whoever's in the studio with us also and playing. And we've got a new intro we're working on. I did one. It's got to be, I don't know. It's good enough.
It's got to
now,
be D90s.
but it's got to be. Well, it's got. It's got to.
It's got to be D Cole played.
I picked the raunchiest song
It's so bad.
I could find.
It's like Hockey Night at Canada
meets
if it was
Third
like
Eye Blind.
Third Eye Blind.
Yeah, it's got this raunchy riff to it, and it's funny. Like you guys would laugh if you saw it. I don't. It's close. It's close.
They're talking about the convention event. It actually wouldn't be too difficult to do. Here's the thing: we pick a scenario, a story, something in the story that hasn't happened or that could happen, and actually, so John Helfers and Sarah Vella,
Fox Urban Legends is like basically what I've been doing.
John Helfers and Sarah Vella, authors, very very good for head of John Helfers is the head of fiction, and Michael Saravella is the community manager and also a very prolific Battletech author. They were saying that what they would want to do is when we do the epic event, they would be going around taking photos and jotting down stories of the characters, like the people who've come to play with their mechs, and then getting interesting, funny moments that happen, like the AI, like something happened with a DFA, or in this case, all these tanks throw 17 dice at one of the characters and it fails, but then the character blows away your mech, and write these things and take photos, and then write little novellas about the stories that happened out there and just create like a big event that harvests a few months of content, which would be really, really cool. And if you guys like that, let us know. So let's do the shill zone thing. Whatever that's called. We have to make our own thing. We can't copy Red.
Well, this is the part of the show where we'd like to thank Catalyst Game Labs for
affording
us the opportunity of
shill zone. Something else. What can we call it, guys? The six zone. The six sides of thanks.
Oh God.
Side one, thank you, Catalyst Game Labs, for all of your support and faith in us for creating Aces and for allowing us and supporting us on this channel to do our thing. Thank number two, thank you, Catalyst Game Labs, for not publishing Lambs. Number three,
thank you, Catalyst Game Labs, for funding us enough that I'm going to get a censor button on the stream deck for Tommy when he speaks starting.
It's not Catalyst Game Labs. So thank you, Catalyst Game Labs. Thank you to all of our members on YouTube that continue to support us month after month. The gifted memberships that we get from you, from Beskar and others that have, was Earthquake Johnson last time. People that are throwing all these amazing support buttons down toward us. It helps us getting going. Three, thank you to Josh for coming in and correcting everything I say as I say it. And then doing all the work that he does. Thank you to Devin for all of his tech stuff that he does. I'm just trying to think of 6 things to thank. I just want to keep thanking all of our backers and supporters.
Yeah,
that's it. Just thank you.
Jerry and the guys from Foam Brain.
Oh my God! Thank you, Foam Brain Games, for being our channel sponsor and providing these amazing dice, these rounded dice that are better than the edge dice that Paul bought off of Amazon.
Dice. I'm old. That's my OCD. Just wait till I get my dice coming in the Kickstarter. They're all square edge sharped.
Oh man! So if you're around, if you're somehow local to this area, tomorrow, Paul will be running an Aces scenario at the Albion, 49 Norfolk, which is our little gaming store on the 2nd floor. And yeah, we're going to have a game of Battletech up there. I'm going to do my very best to get up in time.
Oh, he's getting up on time. I'm coming to the house tomorrow, and I'm waking you up. And
just got to convince my wife to throw my baby on my chest and say if he falls, he's on.
Dauntless can come with us.
Yeah. Oh, he was great. We live out in a cul-de-sac that's on the edge of the forests or whatever, and so we're farmer kind of. It's not farmland, but it's like farmer tradition. Weird stuff like this is the things that you're not supposed to do. I put Dauntless on my lap and I just drove around the cul-de-sac and he was using the wheel.
Yeah.
He obviously could not turn the wheel, so I had to turn the wheel for him. But he's only 19 months. He was like holding the wheel and I just had him on my lap and I was just driving like 1 kilometer.
Yeah.
And to him it was like he was just like, oh my god, it was the coolest thing.
Yeah.
So I let my son can say he drove a truck when he was 19 months old.
I legitimately sat on my dad's lap while he was actually driving on the highway when I was a kid.
Oh well, that I think
Like
would not do. This was a controlled environment in a cul-de-sac in the middle of the farmlands. Yeah, 70s. That was like structure.
Smoking a cigarette, no
shaving with
no
a shaving.
seatbelts.
Yeah, no. Anyways, this is good time
beer.
today. 6 sides of thanks, and pick 6 things to say every time. That's actually kind of cool. And I mean, look, obviously the first 2 are thank you, Catalyst, and thank you to all of you, right? And then the other 4 would be thank you to all of you. No, I got to,
Thank you for this.
I actually.
Smash or pass?
Thank you so much. Pass.
Smash or pass?
I'll smash. No. No, but actually, thank you, Paul, because what you guys don't actually realize is that it may seem like I'm doing a lot for this, but all of this is Paul. So he comes in and he builds these boards and he comes up with these scenarios and he annoys us with his stories so it's actually they got to thank you, Paul, because without you I don't think this would happen nearly as functional. It would be like when I was running them like a year ago, where it was just be like me with an overhead camera basically shooting myself. I think I did what did I do? I did that scenario where it was Timberwolf down.
Yeah.
And I put a Timberwolf in the middle of the city and I had to go and save the Timberwolf. Yeah, that was good. So to let you guys know, save some of that donation money, because we are going to be running a miniatures and wargaming Patreon. Is coming very soon on the weekend of the 13th. Josh is coming here, and we are filming a whole bunch of like battle reports and scenarios for Battletech, snap ships, X-wing, and attack wing. Since we've designed for all of them in some capacity or form. It's going to be like a $5 thing. You'll get a chance to watch these exclusive videos and blogs and these reports, and you'll get to download some PDFs and stuff of very scenario-specific things if you happen to be into things that are more than just Battletech. So if you like Star Trek Alliance, the Star Trek Attack Wing, the Alliance system, you're going to get some cool information that will never be released because Alliance Attack Wing is a dead game now. If you are into X-Wing, X-Wing is now a dead game. And X-Wing, Josh wrote Heroes of the Artillery Cluster, and it's his 10th anniversary next year for that scenario, which is one of the most downloaded things on Board Game Geek for free. He's going to revamp it. We're going to shoot and film it all, and we're going to put that up on the Patreon. And then after you've watched the Patreon, or after you've watched the exclusive video, there will be some download links for you to check out some of those scenarios. Your support on the Patreon will be supporting our production. And our blogs and whatnot, and then of course the same thing with Snapships Tactics. It's our way of kind of creating a new and innovative community for the Wargaming Society of people out there that are not Warhammer, because we just don't know Warhammer. We may get into it eventually.
The other thing too, next week, we don't know which day yet. We got to figure it out. We'll probably talk about it tomorrow, but we will be doing a weekly podcast style show that is also going to include the news.
That's right. With Tex.
With Back Pants Legion backing us on this one. We're going to do things in partnership here. So next week, some point, we'll do the inaugural thing. It's going to be community-based news, things that are going on. So when we do launch it, reach out to us, send us email at 6 Sides. Hey, I got events going on. We're going to publicly announce them. We're going to talk about them. You'll be in the chat with us talking. And then, of course, we're going to be talking about Battletech lore. We'll be talking about all sorts of different things.
James, right? Jason Am, as you said, player versus environment, Warhammer 40K. In short, this is how Battletech Aces was born. Several years ago, before COVID, I went to Essenspiel in Germany because I created, this is even before Josh still was a part of it, but I actually went and had a meeting with Games Workshop to pitch them a one-player variant to Warhammer, and I had 2 Gene Stealers versus 1 unit of Marines, and you lost every time. And they wanted me to show them without acknowledging
Yeah.
that it was a design that we made. They just wanted us to hand over the design so they could review it. And all I asked was some sort of acknowledgement that they can say that this was given to them by Lynn Vander, by Tom, by Josh, by the people that were involved in it back then. Merch was part of that. And they wouldn't do it.
Just give me a high five for a second. Canada's up 1-0 in the Copa America.
Oh,
beautiful.
For soccer?
For soccer. Beautiful, baby.
Right.
They just scored. Sorry, guys.
So they wouldn't do it. And so I literally told them off in the meeting and took my manila envelope with all the rules in it and said, I'm not going to show you this ever, because I just don't try. I mean, there's a lot of people telling me no, telling me not to just give away your IP like that because they take it. And so I just took it and I hid the envelope, and I still have it with all the rules system in it. But it was that bit of information and that rejection from Games Workshop that was used to as part of my discussion with Lauren at Catalyst to say, when I said to Randall, I said, what if we could make Battletech one player? And most of them were like, well, that would be impossible. And I'm like, well, we'll see. And then Josh cracked his knuckles and then went in on the initial, and bang. Next thing you know it, here we are. And we're now putting out the next 4 big box sets. So that,
guys, really honestly, I'm not saying this because, Tommy and I are good friends. We do all this stuff. I help.
Good's a stretch, but yeah.
I help with
Friends is a stretch.
play testing, all this stuff. The game, I hated Alpha Strike. Okay, I'm gonna straight up tell you, I thought Alpha Strike was lame duck. I was a classic player through and through. Aces changed my perspective on the entire thing.
What a nerd!
Because we get to play.
He's just happy because his soccer team is winning.
We get to play cooperatively, and it changed BattleTech for me because look, BattleTech's a very granular game. It can be competitive at times. It can almost be played like chess, where guys are taking a long time doing their moves. The longer you take to do your moves, obviously, the more time and investment, energy you're putting into it. You're not gonna. There's a chance to be salty and a chance to be intense.
Well, most games when they're competitive like this, you can get salt factor.
And with aces, it's like
no salt factor whatsoever.
There's no salt.
There's nothing. In fact,
it's no pressure. It's just we came out, we had fun, we blew things up. There's no feel bads.
I actually get more excited to lose to the AI than any game I've played. Like, I just want to lose. It's weird. I kind of want to see something like this that's been designed get to a point where it just destroys everything that I want to play. And in this game here, it's like we didn't play poorly. We actually played pretty smart. It was a little bit imbalanced because of the way it was supposed to be, but it was like, I don't think you could have taken a mech or two off the field on the other side to balance it a bit more, and we still would have got our butts kicked.
Probably, yeah.
We've got someone on Twitch here. Mash888 says, I love when a board game goes PvE. I would lose my mind if they could make 40K co-op where you play against an AI. Look, I've done it. I've got the rule system for it. And you know what? There's probably a world in which that might appear on the Patreon someday. You know what? That's actually not a bad idea. Games Workshop's like, shit, we got to decide it right now. It's like, no. All I wanted was for them to acknowledge it.
Yeah.
And all I had to do was say, oh, you know what? Here's a piece of paper, an NDA that says Tommy Gofton and Josh Dirksen and Lynn Vander Studios presented this project. We're going to take it for consideration. You're still going to steal it. You're still going to create a product out of it.
This game's going to take gaming world by storm, and everybody's going to try and mimic it in some capacity after this.
Well, the first AI thing, it's like
it's going to be
AI is a stigma word.
Yeah.
The first cooperative version of the game, right? Of any wargaming thing that's come out for like a while. And I mean, I'm saying this generally based on what I think I know. And the more I think I know, the more I know I don't know. But Josh put out Heroes of the Artillery Cluster 10 years ago. Heroes of the Artillery Cluster is X-Wing cooperative with a story. It's brilliant. And it's one of the first things that was put out there back in the miniature wargaming market. It took his industry by storm, and actually it was Heroes of the Artillery Cluster that gave Josh the clout to come in and say, I'm Josh, and I'm going to be a partner in Lynn Vander. And we're all like, well, yes, you are, because you have created this amazing game. And his power in that was like, he's really good. And so since then, it was the use of Heroes of the Artillery Cluster that gave me the when you're trying to sell things and stuff like that, and you're trying to like audition for projects and things, I have to have a certain. I don't want to baffle with bullshit. I want to dazzle with brilliance. I want to go into a publisher and say, I can do this for you. We can do this for you.
So
And the publisher might say, I don't think so. And I want to be able to say, oh yeah, zip, bang. You know, I want to just be able to say, this is we have what it takes.
the difference that this having an AI as opposed to X-Wing having an AI is that BattleTech conceptually, like some other board games, is very open-ended. There's no like static movement. Games like X-Wing had static movement. Your ship only does this, right? So when you create an AI for it, it's got a sandbox that it's within that's very defined. It's in a vacuum almost. So it's not as impactful to guys who play Warhammer or BattleTech or maybe War Machine or things like that, looking at it going, oh, we can have an AI for that. Josh, making an AI for an open-ended strategic game which has
like this?
yeah,
Yeah.
like
Oop.
you can literally do anything. Those things are indestructible. That is remarkable. There's no static movement in this. It's you can move anywhere, and he's created a system where the AI is going to account for any possibility.
This is why the inventor's so powerful, because especially if we just remove.
It's all Josh.
If we've had this conversation, and Josh and I are both
Josh's brains, my good looks, and Tommy's mouth.
What are you talking about? Jesus, but without idiocy over here, just garbling. No, Josh and I have talked about this, and we've talked about how we actually, him and I are like an incredible duo out there when it comes to this stuff, because he's watched me in awe in meetings where I'll just sit there and say, check this out. And at first he's like, what are you doing? Like, what does that have to do with anything? And then 10 minutes later, it comes in full circle, and he sees the publisher going, oh, and then I'm like, sync. And he goes, that was brilliant. And then he comes and he delivers a deck like this. And I go, what? So like what? And then I go, oh, it's brilliant. We make a really good team, and I would never want to work with anyone other than him when it comes to like that level of thing. And then Josh is here. He writes, I cash the checks, Tommy's mouth writes.
That's right.
That's so true. And then Paul loses the checks.
Oh, I don't cost you a thing.
And then we added Dylan. We're not excluding you for a second. And then we added Dylan to the partnership. And Dylan is like, I don't know how to describe it, but he came in and like the triad, like, just like the Triforce just like sunk in, because Dylan's technical ability to math and illustrate that math and test and clean, and like the way his like Minority Report of a brain works, it's boggling to the team. Did they win? What's the score?
Yeah, still 1-0.
Still 1-0?
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll get off this as soon as you can go watch.
Oh,
your,
no.
your
Hey,
kick in the
I just
football
want to
around.
check. This is the biggest game in Canadian soccer history.
And so, and then we got a periphery team, which is like you and Devin, and Tom Burrs, and like we got like the Six Sides team coming in, and we are extremely happy. Like you have dedication. Like your dedication is what matters. And so, the heart, Paul's the heart, which also rhymes with fart, which is what he smells like. I love that, Josh. I cash the checks, Tommy's mouth writes.
Oh, I've heard that so many times from Josh.
Well, hey, look, Aces wouldn't be here without Josh. Aces wouldn't be here without me. So we worked it out together. It's a good team. And now we got Aces. And now I kind of want to do I kind of want to release that Gene Steelers versus thing. That would be so wild.
Oh, Warhammer just makes me
No, let's shit talk Warhammer. It's got its benefits. GW might have some issues that people have fundamental problems with, but then people say the same shit about Catalyst.
Oh,
but I think Catalyst is. I know Catalyst on the inside. They are absolutely not the things that people say. They're too good. Like they're literally a bunch of like the internals have not changed forever. It's the same people working for the same company. You want to know a bad company? Look at turnover.
Yes.
You look at a company that has. Every 6 months they got a new CEO or a new COO or a new marketing captain or something. Look, Catalyst Game Labs has had the same people running this for 40 effing years, or as many years as it's been around before FASA and everything. For as long as Catalyst has controlled Alpha Strike or Battletech and Shadowrun, it has had the same people,
Core people.
the core people. That is an indicator that even though they might make some mistakes, and they are a bunch of funny baboons that like sometimes misread information and have all kinds of things to clean up all the time, which they still do because they're super integral. But you have to look at restaurants and publishers and news stations and all these people that have the same people working all the time. It's two things: gun to the head slavery, which we know that doesn't exist. At least, sorry, that doesn't exist in our world, right? Or people love what they do, and it's dedicated to the fact that the craft is real, and these people are real about this. And so when people shit talk Catalyst about being this corrupt, tyrannical company, I mean, first off, it's very publicly known that a lot of the leadership team are just super, no trauma, good-hearted, like Mormons that don't drink. Like, they're just really good people. Like, I mean, like, so good that, like, I actually feel like I'm a bad person when I'm around them. Like, and I didn't do anything wrong. Like, they're just so good. And those people cannot run a bad company. Do you know what I mean?
No.
They could be in the love of the game and forget something and screw up writing or something, but they just cannot be bad people. And it drives me crazy when I see people going up against. Now, if you look at Games Workshop, they got to turn over like my son's diapers, and so there's a difference there when that starts to happen, right? You got to be very careful.
At the end of the day, everybody as a community, we all need to be positive. We play a game. We play for fun. It's our hobby. It's our stress relief. It should not be our point of stress. And I think if everybody focused on that,
Yeah.
day in, day out, I come in, I'm going to paint today, or I'm going to paint this thing, or I'm going to come up with some new rules as a designer, or I'm going to come up with a new scenario for my play group. Instead of, complaining about what you don't like, or you don't like this rule, or you don't like that thing, or you don't like this part of the story, or whatever, you know what? The game's diverse. The game has a lot of eras. The game's got something for everybody. Focus on the things you like. Be a positive part of the community.
Yeah. And look, like I said in my True Talk on Wednesday, which I think I'm going to do another True Talk this Wednesday, because this is a good time. Like I said in my True Talk about D&D and about Battletech and about the communities at large that play these systems, look, everybody has a golden age in Battletech. 40 years, everybody who is older and newer in this system now. I've been in this for a year and a half. I have a golden age of Battletech. For me, is right now. This is my golden age of Battletech. And then I'll have other phases in the future where it's not as gold, and then it'll come back to me. Eras change. I know you don't like the clans and all that shit, but and I know Red doesn't like the lambs. Everybody has something wrong with an am, but it's like
you always find a spot to make it all work, right?
Well, you can dislike the company's changes, like in D&D. People don't like this 5.5 system, but the point is that that 5.5 system, these books come out in September, it's going to be a whole generation's golden age. So we have to let them have their golden age, because we had ours, and we can continue to have ours. I had a golden age. And if you watch my True Talk, this is kind of a repeat, but I had my golden age when I was 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That whole era was my golden age. Then I went through a decade where it was just part of my lifestyle.
Yep.
And then I played it again for a little bit, had like a minor renaissance, and then I stifled it again. And now I'm playing Chumps Change and Deadliest Dungeon, and I'm playing with the creators of the game, and I'm playing stage games in front of hundreds of people. I am now in another golden age of D&D for me. And if 6th edition or 5th edition or whatever the hell it's called, 5e 2024 is what it's being dubbed really, the rules update is another golden age for me, then hell yeah. And even if it's not a golden age for me, I'm going to respect that it might be a golden age for my daughters who are just getting into the game. And this is a simplified, colorful, exuberant version for them to fall in love with. You don't like it? Go play the golden age of 2014 or go play the golden age of 1996. Yeah. Right?
Pick what you love.
You still can. The paper gets a little bit ruddy, but hey, DM's Guild, you can buy every copy of the book you've ever seen again. Brand new, fresh print, crack the spine, get the same smell, and play 3rd edition. Play 2nd edition. Play Skills and Powers. Play 1E. Play it. There's nothing wrong with playing it.
Have fun.
Who gives a shit what everyone else is putting out there?
Have fun and burn your stress by playing it. Don't create stress by playing it.
What do we got here? We got a comment here. Honestly, that is one of my favorite parts of Aces. If you don't like a mech or mechs or a faction, you make them the enemy, and then you get to blast them to pieces. Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Right? Like, I would love to just have like an enemy AI thing of lambs, and I just shoot them down all day long. It'd be great. No, I actually like it when you play the lamb when we're playing against the AI.
So, wait, when it comes to lambs, I play it on the show because it's the only place I've ever gotten to play it regularly. Like
Yeah.
we came up with Lance Vander, right? And it's like everybody has their pet mech, and it's not something I get to play in campaigns or pick
That's right.
up play or whatever at home. But on the show, I get to play it, right? So it's like, yeah, go. This is fun, right? It's like you with the Highlander, right? We're gonna give you an urban mech.
You know
from now
what?
on.
Do you know why I like the Highlander? Like, why do you like the lambs? Like,
Ultimately,
what was your when you first
Thought of the
realized that
Battletech?
lamb was your thing, and you realized you were like
Well, I was a Robotech.
attracted to a plastic
was
piece of
I was
model?
a
Like,
Robotech player when I first before I was a Battletech or a Robotech fan. Before I was a Battletech player.
so what's the most nostalgic to that fandom?
Yeah, it was like Battletech to me. I moved from Toronto to Calgary when I finished grade 10. So I moved.
That was in 1949.
Yeah,
Was Battletech out then?
1990. 1990, somewhere 90.
It
And
was like an almanac. You went back in time. And
that
played
was a
Battletech?
traumatic experience for me. Like moving across the country. I had no friends. I was like this skater, goth, punk rocker
different?
fucking thing, right? And I moved to Cowtown with a bunch of hicks, right?
We love everybody out in Alberta. Come
We
on.
love you. Hey, whatever.
Oh my God.
It is what it is. And I moved out there, and I'm like paranoid that I'm not going to fit in, right? And the first day of school, I'm up in the library, and I see a couple of guys playing what I thought was Robotech with cart cutouts because they were stingers and wasps.
Okay.
And I'm like, hey, those are Veritechs. And they're like, no, but it's close, and that's how I got into Battletech, right? So that's why. it
So
means that I'm here.
and that is an amazing story that nobody should crap on. If that's your mech. The reason why I like the Highlander, and there are some videos on our channel you can look up. It's under one of the categories. It's under video games or video game actual plays, whatever the hell it is. I don't know what I called it, but for there are some videos available of me playing MechWarrior online before the clan invasion happened, back when it was just Intersphere going at it. That was my real intro into BattleTech, and I played it because one of my best friends from university, who I still talk to, he is the chief editor for ScreenRant.com. He used to get all the betas and every publisher gave him. We played everything from the betas to Neverwinter Nights to whatever. We played all kinds of video games, and he'd always give us new games to try out with him, so he could write articles on GameRant. And so I would always, my whole life was like every night was like a couple hours of video games with this guy, and it was the only way I could really hang out with him, even though he lived like a 10-minute walk from me. And we'd play the new game for a while, and then we'd default to 2 or 3, maybe 4 matches of MechWarrior Online. And I don't know why, but I liked the boxy look, like the big like windows. It looked like Optimus Prime, like the boxy look of the Highlander.
Yeah,
I picked it not because I understood the statistics. I picked it because it looked cool. And every other mech that I played, I'm not a very coordinated player. I couldn't play the fast mechs and stuff like the Jaeger mechs and the Locusts and stuff where you're running around going. I just blow up and I would like tilt and be a loser. But for some reason, the Highlander could just take a punishment, right? And I loved going in between buildings and the cityscapes and just like having Robbie, who was my friend Robbie, who was really, really good at like Counter-Strike level speed and accuracy. He would play the little mechs and he would run right into them and he'd spot for me with his tag.
Yep.
And then I would just LRM 20 like over the buildings and just I could see like the little red targeting thing and it would hit and then you just see things get eliminated and it'd be like Lynn Vander eliminated X, right? And so for me, when I actually got into Battletech, because I remembered how much fun I had with him playing MechWarrior Online, I was like, I want to play that mech again. But I couldn't remember the name. It's me. I want to play that mech again. Yeah. And so then I was showing pictures of the mech that I used for MechWarrior, and people were like, oh, that's a Highlander. So then I was like, is this a Highlander? Is this a Highlander? I look at all these mechs. Is this a Highlander? My thing is, I still used to get Cyclopses mixed with Highlanders. I look at it.
Cyclopses.
No, now I know what a Cyclops is, but I used to look at it all the time and go, "That's a Highlander," and people are like, "No, that's not a Highlander. It's a." And there's another one that looks like it too. That's not a Cyclops. It looks like it. What is it?
Battlemaster. Kind of has that look.
No, there's another one that has a face that looks like a Cyclops. But it's not it. This is a Highlander.
That's a Highlander. That's Ronda Snorg.
I'm trying to see if I can make a mistake. But yeah, and so then I became obsessed with Highlanders. I mean, are they the best mech in the game? No, maybe not. In fact, it gets its ass kicked quite frequently when I'm playing them.
It doesn't translate as well to Alpha Strike as it plays in Classic.
Yes, it has become a bit of a true talk. All right, I'll save some of the true talk for future. But a lot of people have joined watching actually while we were.
Yeah,
talking.
well, that's basically
we actually
what
like
we're
almost
gonna,
doubled our viewership
yeah,
by just talking.
That's basically
than
what we're
actually
going to
playing.
start doing next week. We're going to add the news to it, and we're going to have Battletech talk, and we're going to
Battle Talk.
Battle Talk.
Talon's letting me use that.
He's letting you use it,
From Catalyst Game Labs. Battle Talk.
and we'll get we'll invite people on with us. We'll get like Tuck to come on and talk. We'll
Get Red
Tex
on so you and him can
Red.
fight.
Yeah. No, Red and I don't fight.
No, I know you and Red are great.
He already knows who's in charge.
I love you very much, Red.
He's encouraging me.
I'm not encouraging him at all. Red's probably sitting there like, I'm going to cancel you, Paul. No. No. Yeah, and I kind of miss having Red on here. But, yeah, so there we go. Yeah, we'll do that. Wednesday, we'll do some true talking. That will be probably around the same time again. I'm not sure exactly the time yet, but I'll let everyone know in the Discord if you had a chance to join the Discord. I should probably post this stuff somewhere, eh?
We'll do that later.
All right. Yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching.
Thank you very much.
Your memberships and subscriptions are like insane. Again, thanks to Catalyst for joining us. Thank you for Josh for correcting me in the thing. Any last minute conversations? Otherwise, I think it's time for us to go. Paul really wants to go watch soccer.
Canada beat Venezuela, and then we're gonna with Argentina in the semifinals. That's what is gonna happen.
How rude is this?
That is what's gonna happen.
What happened to America?
America was not good enough to qualify for the knockout stage.
Oh my God.
That is unfortunate, my American.
Where's
friends,
Italy?
but
Did Italy get their ass kicked
Italy
too?
got knocked out of the Euro Cup, and Portugal got knocked out today too.
That's
Oops.
fine. Portugal.
Holland will win tomorrow.
Think so?
Hoop, Holland, hoop. Half Dutch. England will win tomorrow. And we're all good.
Wow. All right. Well,
All right.
with that, we're gonna say goodbye. Everyone's saying goodbye, so I'm gonna
Have a good night.
I'm gonna go
Thank
over
you
and
for
shut
being-
this thing off over here and
If you're local, we'll see you guys tomorrow at the Albion Trading Post.
woo hoo. Thank you everyone on Twitch. Thank you everyone on